You're listening to Through the Trapdoor with the Malthusian Trap. The three of us locked in a room, making music and chatting shit. Gong hoi, fat choy, motherfuckers!
Hello.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
And we're
everyone.
back. It says Christmas special on thumbnail because Coxie fucked up the thumbnail, but in theory it still is the last day of Christmas.
So I didn't
What,
fuck
today?
anything up.
Apparently today's the last day of Christmas. So have you taken your tree down?
Took it down on Boxing Day.
Did you?
Took it down yesterday.
Nah,
Day
yesterday.
before.
Did you? We took
Sunday.
ours down on New Year's Eve.
Okay, that's a bit.
I just thought, fuck
Boxing
this.
Day. Really, Boxing Day.
Nah, he's joking, but I'm not joking. It's like New Year's Eve. It's like,
Well,
fuck
yeah.
this shit up, man. Like, don't need it. Don't need it in my life. Tomorrow's a fresh start. I'm eating bran flakes. I'm walking to the shop for my paper. Do you remember that advert?
No.
New
No.
Year, New You. Where the guy's like making a big thing about the new year and like going running and that, and he puts his running suit on and then he just sits on his arse eating bran flakes.
No.
I sort of remember something, but
What
I
happens
just
to
thought
bran
of the one-
flakes?
The
They're still
VW
going.
advert.
the VW advert.
It just reminds me of Lady Di getting into a Golf. Or that
I don't
woman who
remember
looked
that
like
one.
a Lady Di. It was the 80s.
All right.
Yeah, a bit before my
But-
time.
Well, I was alive.
Well, I might have
I was
been.
a bit young.
So was I. I was a bit young as well. But I
What?
remember I got a photographic memory. What's it called? Photographic memory.
Yeah.
I've got a photographic memory. What's it called? You obviously didn't photograph it, did you? But yeah, Happy New Year, and we're back podcasting. Speaking of the Christmas,
The Christmases.
how was the Christmas?
Yeah, it was all right. Got some new trainers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adidas.
I got some new trainers and a new coat. I had two new coats actually.
Adidas,
One of the coats was Adidas.
sponsored
Was it?
by
That one.
No, not this one. This is my parka jacket.
Kurt
yeah, you
Russell.
ripped my shoes off,
I didn't rip your shoes off. They're black Converse.
which I have black leather Converse.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that you had a black.
You did, because I
No,
wear them
didn't.
all the time.
No, you don't.
Well, not recently, but I used to.
Not recently, but you used to.
What else you get?
I got a KGB book.
All right.
And it has all the tests, psychological tests, not like major ones, but like fucking IQ tests in it and all that kind of thing.
What, to join the
What?
KGB?
Yeah, because I want to join. No, no, it's like
it?
it's like an IQ, like a test. It's got tests in there.
Well, like a Sudoku book for KGB.
Almost, yeah, basically, yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
That sounds decent.
No, it's all right, man. It's
I
quite
got-
interesting.
I got a
I've
break-
passed them all.
Yeah, naturally.
You're
naturally.
I mean,
You're in the KGB.
I got my watches fixed.
are you wearing a watch?
Nah, I forgot to wear it.
Why?
I just forgot. I was busy. I had to take it off, didn't I, for something.
I don't like watches
Why?
because I've got one on my phone. Said before.
Yeah, but then your phone's in your pocket, innit? Whereas your watch is just there.
Yeah, but
so
then
it's
you've
not-
still got a phone.
and it looks, you know what I mean? I like the look
As
of
I
a
said
watch.
before, if you had a phone in your finger, would you still have a phone?
It depends what the phone looked like.
You just walk around like that.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, I've got a text.
I'm thinking of actually going back to using a Nokia 3310.
Then what are you going to do?
Everyone
to surf
says
the
that
net?
though. Everyone always says that.
Surf the net, I just surf it on my computer.
Surf the net.
Yeah, no,
Heard
yeah.
anyone say that, Asian?
Forward slash. Remember when they used to do the backward slash? It's forward slash, not backward slash.
Did they?
Yeah. Does anyone ever do a backward slash anymore?
Only when I'm stabbing someone.
Oh.
When they're running away.
Yeah, right. No, I don't remember them doing backward slashes.
I got a pressure cooker as well.
Shut
Oh, did
up.
you?
Who
Yeah.
off?
My mum?
Is that for the business or no?
No, just for at home. It's
Fair
all right, One pan, put the thing in, turn it on, sit
But
down.
veggies only take fucking 10 minutes anyway, don't they? It's
Yeah,
not
but-
like you're going to boil down a nice piece of gammon in there.
do it,
And
um,
you know-
pressure cook.
and it's like, I've pulled
Yeah, but
this
it
fucking
infuses
potato.
the
It's pulled potato.
It infuses the flavours together with your rice
Pulled
and that.
potato.
You know what I mean? Your rice and your pea.
With fucking pressure
It
cooker. You don't need a
fuses-
pressure
yeah.
cooker for that.
No, but it's just easier, isn't it? It's
In
just
what
got one pot.
respect?
Well, you're just using one thing. You put it in, you press the buttons,
I know,
you
we've
put
got
the
one.
flavours in.
Don't
then
do
you're not,
veg in
then
it,
you're
though.
not got your it's one pan instead of two. Just easy. Sit down. It does what it needs to do. That's it. Done.
That's called a slow cooker. You didn't get a slow cooker.
It does. It has got a slow cooking functionality on it as well.
Oh.
Because pressure cooker, like fucking...
I'm pretty sure what it is because I'm
No, I
using
know,
it.
yeah. What I'm saying, pressure cooker usually renders meat down so it goes pulled and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Cooks at
pulled.
pressure.
Well, you can pull your pork.
You can pull your pork
Yeah,
off.
you've
with
done a lot of pulling your pork.
Pulled potato.
pulled
I like
potato.
Pulled potato and
Oh,
pulled
pulled
carrot.
potatoes.
But yeah, what should we do? Should we start off with the questions?
Yeah, we always start.
We'll
with
come back
questions,
to Christmas after the questions.
My question, I have to get my phone out for mine because I it's
For
complicated.
your question.
Well, you
Well,
asking a
my-
Oh, your
question?
topic.
My observation.
Sorry.
Are you asking a question? So, you know what? I got a set of questions from Herman. Yeah. And
it German?
it says this, right? It says these questions were asked to George Michael in Smash Hits magazine on this day in 1986. Name.
James.
James, what's your
Cox.
full name?
Sorry. James Cox.
Middle names?
Adam. James Adam Cox.
Douglas James Bishop.
Damon Oscar Sebastian Henry Foster.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, DOSH. The acronym DOSH. The acronym DOSH.
I love the way you said it as well. Do it again.
Damon Oscar Sebastian Henry Foster.
DOSH. The
You've met my
acronym-
dad, innit?
Yeah.
He's not.
fair
It's not
enough.
all there, man. Guys are
Dosh.
mentalist. Height.
Height. Oh,
We'll do it in feet.
I think I'm 6 foot or 5'11".
What,
or whatever it
5'11".
is.
6 foot.
Fuck off. It was shorter than me.
I'm 6 foot. Oh, I must be 5'11 and 3/4.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm
You're shorter
5'10.
than me.
5'10.
5'10". Makes sense.
6'1".
Are you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
6'1" of pure beef. Where were you born?
Pure spud.
Plymouth.
Yeah.
Pure
Where?
spud. Plymouth.
Pure cauliflower.
Yeah. You
Birmingham.
can do a lot to a college.
Plymouth.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Stockport.
Stunk
What nickname?
Coxie.
Oh, Dougie, Douglas.
Dougie.
Don't like them. Dougie. When people call me that, I feel like knocking them out.
My mother calls him Dougie. It's so funny. I'm like, Mum, no one ever called him Doug. Like, why'd you call him Dougie? And he's like, she's like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember that at your missus's
launch party.
launch party.
Yeah,
She
she
goes,
does it
Dougie, and
every
your brother
time.
was going, come on, Dougie.
Come on, Dougie.
Or Dougs. Some people used to call me Dougs.
No, what was the other one that someone used to call
Bishop.
you that you used to...
Yeah, my mate, when I never used to listen to it, right, he used to go, Doug, and I'd obviously just fucking ignore him because I'm an ignorant bastard, and he'd go, Dickless, and I'm like, yeah, you fucking prick.
Dickless.
I've had a few.
Wasn't it Doug the Rug as well?
Nah,
Yeah,
Doug the
the
Slug.
Rug. Slug,
Doug the
yeah,
Slug.
Doug the Slug.
I've had a few. I've had the Crow.
Why?
The Crow.
Yeah, because I went a bit mental at school one time. I went out,
You had
just
a
got up
pet
to
crow.
some shenanigans, and I had some paints in my bag, and I painted my face like the Crow, and come back into school and started like, don't know, acting like a bit of a dick and that, and I got the nickname the Crow.
The Crow.
What was that film out at the time?
Yeah, it'd been out. Yeah,
I thought everyone used to think he was fit.
who me?
No.
Yeah, I used to think he was fit. Yeah,
The
Fit
bloke
as
from The
fuck.
Crow.
yeah, I know.
Who is it again? Is it Keanu?
No, it's Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah, got shot while making it.
Yeah, he died,
Oh.
didn't he, making
Yeah.
it?
Got
Did
shot.
he?
Got
Yeah.
popped off with it was supposed to have blanks in it, but had real bullets in it.
Mm.
Wouldn't mind watching that again, you know. I used to like that film.
The
and then
Crow.
Damon the Gayman.
Yeah, standard.
And you standard Damo. There's something about like men's like nicknames in it. It's like it's always an O or a Y.
Or an E sound.
It's
Or
like
Lass.
lass. Lego
Big
lass.
Slug. Lego. Lad.
Lego lass. Come to the playground. We're playing Pogs. First memory. Trauma.
Jesus.
Don't know about that one.
Jesus was my first memory. No.
Going to school and having milk, and then one day the milk not being there.
I remember milk at school, innit? You used to put the straws in the top.
Yeah.
I honestly
remember that.
can't remember.
You can't remember anything.
No.
Don't know, I had a few.
Regrets?
I remember me dad throwing something in the fire in an argument when I was younger.
Who was he arguing with?
Probably my mum, I think.
Oh.
I had this memory as well, like there was this thing in the corner of my room at night.
What?
Like this like really shining like being in the corner of my room.
Jesus.
I must have been like dreaming, I think. Do you
Was it
know what I
Jesus?
mean? When you remember, have you ever had it where you wake up and you're so scared, yeah, you go to the top of the stairs to shout and you can't get words out. I like ran down the stairs and I must have like, I remember just like skipping like 4 stairs at a time just to get to my mum, innit? But I think I must have just had like a weird dream and woke up hallucinating or something.
Sleep.
Or either that or Jimmy Savile was in my room, innit? Sure, I fucking broke the policy.
Straight away.
Fucking
back.
first one of the
First
decade.
one back.
Biggest thrill as a child? It's a
That's a
strange
weird
question,
one.
isn't it? Imagine asking George Michael that.
What did he say?
I don't
Have you got
know.
his
We need to
answers?
get the answers up for the next one, but yeah, biggest thrill as a child.
thrill.
Playing out.
Yeah.
Playing out was wicked, innit?
Yeah. Wicked getting on your bike and fucking off somewhere.
And like go in the shop with your mates and that. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
For me, the biggest thrill of playing out was like when you was getting chased. Though it's like going knock a
Yeah.
door run, or
Yeah.
like getting chased off the police, and like, or like someone who's gonna kick the shit out of you,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god, this is adrenaline, innit?
I know, I'm being chased by someone. I can remember fucking struggling to get over this particular wall. But when you're chased by someone, man,
you could fucking
you
shoot off
just like fucking whoosh. And then you look back and like, how the fuck did I get over that
Yeah.
wall?
I remember the one time I was on the fields where I used to live on the estate. There was like school fields behind us, yeah, and I'm on the fields, and I was on a school property, and this copper was there, and he was like, "Oi, what you doing?" And I was just like, "Give it legs, innit?" So he's running after me. I had to come to a fence, so I bundled up the fence and I jumped off the top of the fence. And when I landed at the bottom, and I literally fell and slipped in the biggest pile of like
Shit.
sloppy dog shit, just
Oh.
like pure like a puddle of diarrhea. I was like, oh no, and just fucking give it legs. Not
it
so much a
legs.
thrill, but a strong memory.
That was your biggest thrill, falling in.
All right, this is a
sloppy
good
dog
one
shit.
actually. Did you sit at the back or front of the class?
Well, as the years went by, I gradually migrated to the back.
Really?
Yeah.
I was always at the back.
Yeah, I probably went a middling to the back.
You were a middler.
Middling to the
I was
back.
always at the back. Back was with that. I liked it at the back.
But then kind of, yeah, I suppose middling.
Have a
and
laugh
back.
at the back, innit?
Well, you can.
It's like taking the piss out of the teachers and making daft noises. Cat and dog
Throwing
noises.
shit as well. That was always fun, wasn't it?
Like making cow
Say it again.
noises.
Like throwing shit at.
Yeah. I remember this girl, she threw a tampon on the ceiling. She wet. It weren't used. It was just wetted up. Do you know what I mean? And the guy, Mr. Elo,
Mr. Elo.
yeah, I think he was a Jewish guy. He used to wear sandals. And he was talking like this, and it was just the string was dangling down above his head. Do you know what I mean?
That would have been funny.
And fucking he didn't understand. He was like, why are you laughing?
Mm.
We're like, no reason. It's a great big tampon above your head.
That's funny. I used to terrorise teachers. I miss those days, man.
I know.
Like, I made a couple of teachers cry. Imagine that, yeah. Imagine being an adult, right, and going into a room full of kids and just like, not being able to. It snide a little bit,
Yeah.
but funny at the same time.
We
That
locked,
just wouldn't show any kind of weakness or nothing. Me, I'm like, I might want to cry, but I'm not crying.
I know.
You know what I mean?
We
I'd
locked a
lose my
teacher.
rag anyway, not cry. Do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
Probably end up slapping a couple. Do you know what I mean? Fucking little cunt.
We locked a teacher in a cupboard for a weekend.
For a weekend.
For a weekend.
She went
Fuck
nuts.
off.
She went nuts.
She went nuts. When she came back, it was like The Shining.
No, she didn't come back.
Yeah, but she would have been there Monday.
No, she got let out by cleaners on like a Sunday or something. She was there for like a day, 2 days.
What kind of teacher?
Spanish.
So what kind of cupboard was it?
Was
there
she Spanish?
Yeah.
She was Spanish.
Yeah.
Was there any food in
Can't
there?
remember her name. I'm not going to say it because it's brutal.
Go on,
What?
say it.
No, I can't
Do it.
remember it anyway.
Do it. We'll fact check it. Ryan, fact check it. All right, next question.
I didn't do it. I was just in the class when it was done.
Yeah, right.
Senorita Lopez.
Senorita Lopez. No.
First crush.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah, it was.
Kylie Minogue for me.
Yeah.
Did it mean a famous one or
Don't know.
No, mine was a school one. Lucy?
I probably had them. I just can't remember. It was too long ago for me.
It was just Kylie Minogue, innit? I just remember thinking.
Kylie
Then
Minogue.
I had Sam Cope stick.
All right. Any other revelations? Doug's going to get his little book out in a minute.
Yeah,
innit?
right. His little black book.
All the way from 1979 to present day.
I'm trying to think of a famous. Oh, I tell you, I did like the first Jennifer off Back to the Future.
I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah, the first one. The second one's not very
I
good.
didn't think either of them were all that much.
Really?
I don't remember that anyway. I just
It's a bit bland.
into it.
Not the first one. You're looking at the second one.
No, I'm looking at both. They're the
You don't
same
remember?
person.
No, it's not. Exactly.
swear it's the
not,
same
mate.
person.
It's not. I guarantee
This
you.
is a good one. First record bought.
What, that I bought or was bought for me?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I think it's got to be one. There's a request for it. Count if you say, "Oh, I want this record."
The first record I got was off me dad. He gave me a compilation record with Clapton, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin on. But the first record I actually bought was a Michael Jackson record.
What bad?
No, it was all
No, I
right.
think it was Thriller. It might have been Thriller.
Well, the first
No, it was bad. Yeah,
I had that on cassette.
the
yeah,
first
that's
one
what it was. Yeah,
and then it
on cassette.
unwound in my pocket. I was devoed.
the first one I got was a Beatles record that I bought myself. But the first record that was bought for me was the Spice Girls album.
What? That was bought after the Beatles?
I know.
What? Hang
Well, because
on.
I didn't get into music till a little bit later. This was like 93, 94. And I must have shown an interest in music. And I think they must have bought it for my sister, but wrapped up the wrong one. And I opened up...
which CD was it?
No, it was the Spice Girls
They
album.
weren't around
Yeah,
in
what?
93, 94.
It must have been 94.
Fucking they weren't around
They
then.
were. I'm almost certain.
Not in
Spice
94 they
Girls
weren't.
What CD was it?
Well, it
the
was
first one?
definitely the first one that yeah.
Yeah.
The
Fucking
Spice
some
Girls
bangers on that.
It was all right.
Mine was Too Unlimited. That was bought for me. The album.
No.
Techno. And then the first one I actually bought with my money, I think I went and bought like an Oasis CD single, Live Forever.
I might have bought an Oasis thing.
And I
Bought
bought it with
loads of that
Babylon
shit.
Zoo. Do you remember that?
Who?
Spaceman.
But the actual tune went into shit. It started off good, didn't
Yeah,
it?
with
Like
with the sample.
Yeah.
Dang, 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 dang.
Isn't it the B side of that is Wicked?
I don't know, mate. I didn't go that deep into it.
I think someone might have been Simon, might have put me on to them being really good. And that was like their shit one, but it was their hit.
First concert.
Oh, God.
mine's a Prodigy concert. It was a free one in the... What?
No.
Just
Just trying to work out what it was.
Mine
Yours
was
was
the
the Prodigy.
Prodigy, yeah,
That's
'cause-
pretty cool, to be fair.
It
like
is, yeah. I mean,
15,
like,
16 was a free one.
I can't remember, man. It was so long ago. I've seen some god awful shit. in
I've
my
actually
day.
seen the Spice Girls, innit?
Have you?
Yeah.
Is that your first concert as
I
well?
don't know if it was,
Was it better than Lily Allen?
Lily Allen was terrible. Just to be clear, yeah, I'm not into Lily Allen or the Spice Girls. You just find yourself in circumstances in life. Lily Allen's the worst concert I've ever been to. Easily.
One of the worst for me was Less Than Jake.
I don't even know who that is.
They're
Who's
like a
that?
ska band.
I think the first concert I went
They were
to
shit.
is actually a band that not many people will know. They're called the Worldwide Message Tribe.
No.
There was this like this God Squad band who used to do like hip hop and dance and that, yeah. And they came to the school and they'd do like a thing in assembly, and then on the Friday they do like they're a real thing. You can Google it. Yeah, they did like a big gig in our school, and our school was like famous because Take That went and did a gig there before they were famous and that. So they used to put on these like concerts.
Did you see them?
Nah, I didn't see them. It was before my time. And the
Gutted.
Worldwide Message Tribe, and he had this song, and it'd be like, "Who's in the house?" And everyone used to have to go like, "God's in the house." And you know, like when you're young and you're just taking the piss, and you're there, and everyone's had some beer and that, and it's just like funny, innit? And the whole school went in it. I think that might have been my first concert. Worldwide Message Tribe.
It's a little bit weird that I can't remember anything from my childhood apart from when Chris Akabusi came to my school.
What, did he do a concert?
Yeah.
I remember the Animal Man coming.
The Animal Man. Oh no, I remember the Animal Man as well now.
Didn't you have an animal man?
You didn't have an Animal
With
Man?
a few birds.
No.
Like
yeah,
flying
and you,
birds.
they put them on your shoulder
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
snake and that.
Never had that.
The animal
We
man.
had some bloke come in and do some weird Hindu things. He's a white bloke, and he came in and like told some old Hindu like
Folklore.
myths. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but he like had a sitar. It was weird thinking back.
You had Talvin Singh come to your school.
Who?
It's like a famous like Indian musician, isn't it?
I might have done. No, it wouldn't have been that. But I remember that. That was weird. But I remember being amazed with his sitar because I was like, "Oh, that's like on the Beatles."
Here's the next one. I don't know how you would classify this.
First date.
Yeah, what the
Lucy.
First date.
Kylie Minogue.
It was Lucy.
Oh, fuck, man, I
I'll give
really
her a
I don't
teddy bear.
actually
I'll give her
know.
a teddy bear.
You gave her a teddy bear.
Yeah.
How old
Did
were
under
you?
the bridge. 10 or 11.
And how old was she?
The same class.
29. You gave her
You
a teddy
gave her
bear.
a teddy bear.
Yeah.
What is this, like some fucking scene out of Stranger Things where you both been to the fair and it's like you both cycle to under
That
the
was
teddy
fucking
bear?
10 years old.
How did you pay for it?
Save your pocket money.
What kind of teddy
Did
bear?
you really?
Yeah.
That's quite sweet.
What colour was it?
I can't remember.
Did it happen?
Even then, even at 10, Doug had game.
Yeah, I did.
I genuinely can't remember.
Bought her a present. Turned up
I
smart
got a
dress.
kiss.
Did
Not
you?
a proper kiss, but
No.
like, you know what I mean?
Shit.
What are your
What was the old saying? Upstairs, outdoors?
Upstairs, outdoors.
You know, like so you grabbed the tits, but like through the clothes. And then upstairs, indoors is like you you went under the bra.
mate?
You
Talking
never heard
about
that?
two 10-year-olds
I know. I was
fucking
that's
having
what
a-
I
having a
was- that's
fucking-
what I was saying. It's
having a
funny.
tender moment. You have to lower it to some depraved scene
Policy break.
worthy of fucking Prince Andrew. What were your previous jobs?
Oh, I've had
It's a
loads.
good
Oh,
job.
you've
Smashed-
missed it. Were you
Nah.
ugly as a
All
child?
right, sorry, I skipped a few. All right, we'll go back.
I was chubby.
Were you ugly as a child?
Chubby.
No.
Much
Me
like
neither.
that now.
Just later life, innit? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I had a bit. No, I didn't have any
That
job.
was so funny. The way that Doug's like, no, I wasn't ugly. Wasn't ugly as a child.
What's
Move
that?
on.
I'm ugly now.
Oh, wow.
I was fit when I was a kid.
Fit as fuck.
I was, yeah. Just all downhill after that, innit?
Yeah.
Now I just look like fucking, don't know what I look like. Not like I did when I was a kid. First group. I don't know what that means, first group.
Is that like band?
Oh, right, yeah, because it's George Michael, innit?
Smash hits, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, what's your first group?
Hey, what's your first group? Probably the Beatles.
No, I think it means like...
Oh, band I was in.
Yeah, what band was you in?
No.
Well, first proper band or just band that I was in?
First band you were in, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I used to knob around when I was like 13, 14 with other... We weren't really a band. We were just a gaggle of fucking idiots who were trying to play whatever we could. We couldn't even play the instruments. You know what I mean?
What was the band called?
I can't remember, but it would have been something Nirvana-esque. Do you know what I mean? It was of that time where we got into like Nirvana and stuff like that. It would have been shit. Let's just put it that way.
Mine was Velvet Swans.
Was that
Yeah,
the first one
that's-
you was in?
That was
Yeah.
with me.
That was with Coxie. And
Here you are again.
saying that, right, it's funny I mentioned that because some woman emailed me yesterday regarding the Velvet Swans saying, can you put your music online? Because I want to buy it. It was like it wasn't like a scam thing.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly.
200 quid.
Yeah.
So did you sell her the tunes?
Well, no, because it ain't online.
Why didn't you just say you can buy them off me direct?
I didn't think of that.
Quid,
What, yeah, for 4 quid?
I'm
Yeah,
quid
well,
a
like-
tune. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
We said we would split everything evenly, so you'll owe me money
Yeah.
and Kyle
And
and
Kyle.
Dan.
yeah.
Or is it? No, it would be Dan because he recorded with us.
Yeah. And Cole did.
Yeah, well, I said Kyle already.
My first group was E17
Stay now.
before Brian came in and muscled me out. Never been in a group.
You are now.
What, even at the football?
That's weird. Group.
No.
You're in a
It's
group
just-
then?
It's a strange.
Do people
terminology, isn't
do
it?
people still use group?
I don't think
Sounds
so.
like a 90s thing to me.
Well, don't know. This was 1988. So,
80s then.
what are your previous jobs?
I've had loads.
Same. I was in the casino industry.
I have. Don't laugh at that. I've had loads.
I was in the casino industry for 10 years as a croupier. Travelled the world. Saw the sights and scenes of many things.
I've done all measurable.
And I've done other shit. I worked in a plastics moulding factory.
Oh,
That was good, that.
is that your best job?
The casino one was, I suppose.
Mm.
Yeah, plastic one, yes, but that was up there. Until I got a piece of plastic in my eye one day.
Oh,
Nasty.
Underneath my eyelid.
Ow!
Fucking hurt.
Sounds.
I can
Was it
imagine.
hot? Was it like straight off the press or something?
No, I was grinding the offcuts.
Oh, I was grinding the offcuts one day.
And it fucking flipped out and went, I was like, ah, fuck.
Were you listening to Sean Paul while you were grinding offcuts?
Shunapur.
Biddy bang bang. Jobs. Done quite a few shit jobs. I worked for that guy in Buxton, the weird one.
Did you talk about that on the podcast?
I don't know. I don't think I did. The Buxton mega store where he used to come into work and he'd wear his speedos and nothing but his speedos, and only employed young boys. And then there was the
Nothing dodgy about that.
Worked in kitchens, cooking and doing pot washing at one point, waiting on. That's it. Worked for the Prince's Trust before I found out about Prince Andrew. That's it. Nothing too major.
I've done labouring. I've worked for Princess Yachts doing the GRP.
What does that stand for?
Fuck knows.
Don't
Genuinely
don't,
don't know.
don't speak fucking terminology.
It's like mould, like it's not really it's not carbon fibre. It's the other one. Oh fuck me.
Getting Roger
Basically,
permanent.
like shit on the getting rogered.
The glass one.
Yeah, fiberglass.
Fiberglass,
That's the
yeah.
one. It's just like fixing fiberglass holes and shit. That's what I did there.
Glory holes, fiberglass glory holes.
Fiberglass glory holes. Yeah. Kept having to.
There you
fill
go.
the
This is a
hole.
good one. Does being so rich make you feel guilty? You know what? Yeah. We're in the top 20% of wealth in
You
the
might
world.
be.
What?
I'm fucking skint. I've got no money.
You think you would still classify?
What with
Because
£0?
You got certain things that other people don't have, like a house and access to food and water and stuff. So yeah, I being rich, I don't feel guilty at all. Let everyone else fucking deal with in like being poor. Fuck 'em. I'm gonna make the Times top 50 million rich list.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't feel guilty because I'm rich on love and,
Fuck off.
you know, and
Oh, you make me
life things.
sick.
I wonder what
You just gave me diabetes with that.
I wonder
That
what
was so
George
sweet.
Michael said to that question.
He was quite a charitable man, though. So
He was
I
a
don't
charitable
know.
man, and a lot
I
of
think
people
it's class,
found
George Michael.
Yeah.
Michael.
George fucking Michael.
a lot of people
Bloody
found out
bloody doors
about stuff he did once he died that no
Yeah.
one knew about. I rate him. Anyway, we'll finish his questions, and then I've got an anecdote
How many
from the
more have we
time
got?
me and George spent some time together. What animals are your favourite?
Fox.
Cat, fox.
Oh. Cat, fox, cat, fox.
Cat, fox.
Tiger.
No, I like cats.
Liger.
Yeah, liger. There was a liger at Bellevue Zoo in. He's had a tea. There's a there's a liger at Bellevue Zoo, and yeah, it's where
Are those blokes with it?
what blokes?
The ones with the mad hair?
Are you on about the one, the disappearance?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What they're called?
The
They're
I
too
lions,
weird.
know what you mean. The
Tamers.
American ones.
They're going
No, they're
Vegas and
Germans,
that.
aren't they?
Yeah, the Germans.
Didn't one
aren't
of
they?
them get attacked
Yeah,
by
I thought one of them died.
Yeah, I
didn't they?
think
Or
so.
got mauled or something, didn't they, on stage?
But yeah,
Muller and Muller.
they bred like a tiger and a lion, and the subsequent.
I know, we know
Thing.
the
But like it
we know
could.
the genetics of it.
It's a
Yeah, well,
liger.
people at home might not know.
Google it.
But
Google.
they couldn't survive in the wild because they're too big to actually hunt. I'd love one though.
Fuck that.
Why?
Why? Anyone messing with me? What? You got a fucking bulldog? I got a liger. Fucking back up, innit? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even have a fucking Rottweiler, me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking liger,
I
innit?
don't like dogs.
Give me the
I
food,
do.
bloke.
Don't
Dogs
like
are.
I like dogs as well, but
Nah. It's
I
too
won't
much
mind a
fucking-
dog.
Too much responsibility.
I
for
like.
me.
Yeah, but
not.
it gets you out the house as
For
well,
me,
going
it
for a
is.
walk
but
and that.
you ain't got a job.
At the minute, all right. Calm down.
First, you get a job, then you get a dog.
You don't get a dog, then a job.
A dog job.
Unless your job is working with dogs,
Mm.
but you couldn't
Or-
even get a job working with the donkeys, innit?
If you're someone employed, fucker,
Prick.
living down the local council estate or whatever, do you know what I mean?
Well, you can have a dog then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
got
gotta
to be
have
a staffy.
Yeah, it got to be in it. All right, cool. Do you miss being in Wham?
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed the
Every
heavy
day.
days of Wham.
Every day.
It was decent. How did you write your number one hit?
I'll let you know.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the secret out.
Rain check on that one.
I got a load of monkeys and I put them in a room and just stuck a typewriter in it.
For eternity.
And then there you go. We had fucking Wake Me Up Before You Go. What's the worst song you've ever written? I think we can answer this one.
Yeah.
I think it's over to you two because I've never written a bad song in
Shut
my
up,
life. So.
man.
Modesty.
Is
What
it
about
with this
Golden
one?
Arches?
Yeah, that wasn't great, was it?
No. What about the?
I don't know that.
Oh,
I don't
God.
even know that.
The other side's
We
gotta be up there.
basically
Yeah,
took
the
the
one
sample.
the one that we did,
Oh,
which you were like, "This is our new one," and it took us like a year.
On the other side.
Yeah, and it was not that good.
We started that when the other band member was in the
Yeah,
Is
It took us-
the weekly Rob mention?
yeah when
took
Rob
us-
was in.
change the letter. It took us like a year to even get it to a point where we could like go right. Well, make it good now.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And then we just abandoned it. We just let it go. See you
Yeah,
later.
Golden Arches is piss poor as
We
well.
had, but the sample was good. We had what's it off?
Kelly's Heroes.
Kelly's Heroes. You know that
I do
breakbeat.
like that song that you
Yeah.
ripped it from is one of my favourite songs of all time. The Burning Bridges Last
Yeah.
Forevermore.
How have you got? Anyway, you've not answered.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing. I don't know. I've
Maybe it's
written a
one of
load
them ones
shit.
that you did when I was on holiday.
No, fuck you. They
One
were
of them
decent.
were fucking awful.
No, they were good.
Where you did a rap.
I didn't do a rap. I did a spoken word.
Yeah,
thing
that one.
I don't remember that
Oh,
one.
and
that
I
was
what I was
awful.
trying to do there is go like,
Was I on
you
holiday
could do
as well?
something like this. No,
No, you were there
Was I?
contributing.
you liked it. No, I'm joking. It wasn't a song that I'd written. It was just like an idea that I'd thrown together, and I just wanted some words over the top of it to like give you a sense of where it could go. That's all that was. It wasn't like a song that I finished that and I'm proud of that. That'll be a number one.
Have you got any pastimes?
I like to watch the television.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. Like
These are gonna fly off the shelf for smash hits.
Yeah.
pastimes.
James Cox reveals all.
I like travelling.
I don't really like travel. I like going
I'd like
places.
to go traveling.
I don't like the travelling bit though. I
I'll
don't
tell
get
you
when
what I
people
like.
go
I like
like.
meeting people.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. What do you know
like
I don't?
you like meeting Romanian taxi drivers in their cab, and then you talk to them in Romanian, and me and Damon are like,
Yeah, and I get a free taxi ride.
"No, you don't.
When?
Yeah,
You
I
got us
do.
like
When?
30p off the last one."
And
Oh, sorry.
No, I've never been in a taxi and had a free taxi
Yeah.
ride. Full stop. That's one thing taxi drivers don't give away for free. It's part of
They
the
do.
code, isn't it?
The
Especially to
Romanian
someone,
ones do.
especially to
Yeah,
someone that
of
they've
course.
It's
just
because
met.
they're welcoming, unlike when I've been round to yours houses.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you come round mine, I'm not going to say it.
You know,
My missus will
when you
never
come
let
round to my house, your house is my house.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah.
say that
When I
every
come round to
time.
yours, I get one strawberry.
Here we go. So that's Rob
And
ticked
there it
off.
is.
There's the straw. We should get a fucking bingo card so people can play bingo at home. Do you have any ambitions left?
Loads.
Loads, yeah.
No,
Loads.
I'm just ready for popping off now.
I'm ready for death now.
I've had enough.
Well, no, not really. Yeah, that's pretty much
Yep,
it.
that's it.
I'm
Just,
checking out now.
Just open that window.
And last
and,
question from the old George Michael Smash It segment from 1988 on this day. Boom. Can you imagine being old?
I am
No.
old. I feel old anyway. Yeah, no. That's it. Bye.
Crack on.
I feel old now, so yeah, it's just going to get harder to do things, I suppose. I wouldn't want to be old. I don't want to be old. It's fucking horrible.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like people that get shut in their houses and stuff. It's horrible.
Don't know. We're not really doing a good job of taking care of people when they're old. I'm not really up for getting abused in some
That's
care
it.
home. Do you know what I mean? I'll wipe my own bottom, thank you. I'm quite capable of punching myself in the face. And then we got another question from... Oh, no, George Michael. Do George Michael. Was it...
Do George Michael.
Do George
Did you
Michael.
see
Wake me
the
up.
anecdote that
Yeah.
fucking Liam Gallagher gave about George Michael?
No.
Where he went to a Oasis gig in
Yeah, I've seen it.
Sheffield or wherever. I think it was Sheffield. And then they met George Michael and he was off his head and he was just like, he's a bit mental, him, isn't he? Then he got on the coach to the next gig and he was there just getting absolutely munted. And
What,
he's
on the
like,
bus?
lads, are you getting on it? And like Liam Gallagher was like, no, I've got a show tomorrow. And he said he just stayed on the coach and he was still there the next day just getting off his head. Do you know what I mean? Partying with the roadies and that. Sounded like a legend, George Michael.
Yeah, right. Rock and
Because
roll.
he gets fucked.
Yeah.
And then gets fucked.
Then you what, in a toilet?
Yeah.
By a roadie.
Yeah. No. It goes fucking, tries to
Gets caught.
fondle a cop.
Sat on
A
a
what?
bench.
You remember
Fondle
that
a
when he
what?
tried to...
I thought you said fondled a...
Car.
What? No, 'cause he got in trouble for trying to, like, I don't know, have fornications with a...
sex though, wasn't it?
policeman,
it
wasn't it?
was to pay for it, wasn't it? I think.
Is that what
Was
it
it?
was? I don't know. And then there was the time when he crashed his car into something.
Yeah,
Was
I
it a
remember
shop
that. Yeah.
or...
Then he got caught rolling a joint, didn't he? As they walked past the old bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a few instances though, isn't there?
I don't know. I think that just makes him a legend. And then there's another question. from-
What, from trying to buy sex
on
off
a-
some...
Yeah, that's what you do, innit? Listen, if you get arrested, yeah, don't bother trying to get a solicitor. Just get 50 quid out and go, yeah, do you want to have sex? It works every time, apart from when you're George Michael. Fox hunting is from Paul Godfrey. An effective way to cull foxes or just posh cunts blatantly breaking the law. Go.
Just posh cunts blatantly breaking the law.
I know.
I don't like fox hunting.
Same here.
I'm into it.
I mean, they can do the ritual and all that thing. Do
That's
you know
the
what
bit
I
I
mean?
don't like.
I don't mean the ritual of killing the fox. I'm on about the whole fucking shenanigans of...
No, all the dip in the blood and all that
I
shit.
don't mean that. I mean like getting on their horse and shit like that.
Yeah, I
They're
just
all
think-
wankers.
I don't want them to do that. I don't care
Well,
if they
fucking
do.
hell, I don't like it, but as long as they don't kill the fox.
They're all
I just think
dickheads.
it's not an effective way of killing a fox. It really
No.
isn't.
It's better with a gun.
Well, it's pretty effective in terms of the killing.
Well, yeah.
Well,
and
it ends
if it's
because
not,
if you get a gun and I went out hunting foxes, I'd come back with
I'm
10.
hunting foxes.
No, I'd come back with about 10 foxes. They kill
Yeah,
one.
but obviously I wasn't
So-
talking
so
about
it's
the
not-
effectiveness in terms of how many foxes get killed. We're talking about the
Yeah, they do
effectiveness
actually
of whether
kill.
or not the fox ends up dead.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty sure
what
it
I
does.
mean, what I mean is
Gets
it's not
skinned
They don't
alive, innit?
always get
it's
one.
not an effective way, as it takes a long time, and they have to dress up in all their little red.
I don't like it
outfits.
anyway. I love foxes.
Yeah, I understand that they need to be culled, some of them, because they might fuck up.
Nah, they
Nah,
don't.
it's
They
just
don't need to be
wildlife, innit?
called. I know.
It's
But
just
if they
fuck it.
do, but
It's like saying we need to call some
Oh,
fucking lions.
Let's all fucking blow
Oh,
our
yeah, if
nose
they're
because some
fucking-
farmers lost a sheep. Big fucking deal. Do you know what I mean? Foxes,
Foxes can't kill
well,
a
no, I
fox
mean,
grown
it's
grown
a
not-
sheep.
no, I mean, like,
or a lamb.
but what I
Ooh.
mean is, if they do need to be culled,
They're just there living, aren't they?
if they do
Eating
need to
shit.
be culled at some point, then do it quickly and humanely. Don't dress up in a red jacket, get on a horse, and blow a little.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if they don't, let's say they didn't kill foxes and they just did all that rigmarole of fucking prancing around the country, that's up to them, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but it's all the
It's a load of bollocks and all that.
dip
but they're
in the
not doing
fingers in
that,
the
are
blood
they?
and
But
that, isn't it?
Huh?
They're not doing that. They're
No, I
going
know.
out killing foxes, and they're all fucking like posh wankers. Like I go to our local pub, and they're all in the local pub, and they're the most obnoxious people
Yeah.
I've ever come across. I fucking drove through a hunt once. I was like, it was around Christmas, and I was in my little Ford Fiesta 1.1. And I come to the outskirts of like Greater Manchester, and I wanted to go up a lane to go up into the country, and there's all these cars backed up, and I was like, what's going on here? Stuck my head out the window. Sorry, I did the movement. I stuck my head out the window, and I could see that there was this guy on a horse stopping people fucking driving up and all this. I was just like, fuck this, yeah. And I just pulled out and I drove through the hunt. You know, like that scene from Blues Brothers where they drive through all the racists and they jump off the bridge into the water. And my missus at the time was in the car going mad, like, you shouldn't do that. You're scaring the animals and all this. I'm like, fuck off. I just drove up the road, innit? Nah, they're all posh cunts.
Yeah, I don't like the pageantry of it all. It makes me feel
Neither
sick.
do I.
There's no need for it.
If
It's
they
like
wanna
Morris
do it.
dancing. I'm like, no,
It
there's
makes
no
me feel
fucking
sick.
need. I actually like Morris dancing.
It's keeping the British English
Yeah.
tradition alive.
Yeah, I like
I
The
don't
Morris.
mind
Irish have
Morris
got
dancing.
their thing, and the Scots have got their thing.
I like Morris dancing.
Why can't
really.
the English have our thing?
I
just a
don't
joke, mate.
like Morris dancing, but I
Neither
don't
do I.
mind Morris.
It's
I
a
like
shame
it.
because
I genuinely like
I
it.
don't.
It's a shame that the
annoying.
Irish
It doesn't
have, like-
stop. It just keeps going. And just keep fucking hitting
Nah.
each other on the fucking.
Nah, it's decent. I had a fucking top night out with some Morris dancers.
we met some in Sheffield before.
Oh yeah, remember? Yeah, that was funny, innit?
Did we?
You weren't there 'cause you were being miserable in
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
stopped in and went, "No, I'm not going
I
out."
didn't have any money. It's not the
I
same.
said
is
we
it?
buy you a drink.
Yeah,
That
but
was
oh,
funny
what, one
seeing them.
drink and I'm sat in the corner like sipping half a mild or something.
I like when I'm. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm older, I'll probably give the Morris dancing a go. I think.
Why not now? New Year's
I'm busy,
tradition.
innit, doing this.
I was going to say that's.
I'm
the
not
thi-
coming to band practice. I'm going Morris dancing.
I'd be like, fair enough.
That's the thing with Morris dancing, though. You know, the Irish have got like folk songs and Irish music, and the Scots have got that also. And then we have fucking clog dance. Well, it is clog dancing, isn't it?
Well, there's different
They're
times.
not
And we have
clogs, are
Morris
they?
dancing, which looks the fucking most sappiest thing ever, doesn't it?
Nah, there's some decent ones, mate. There's a
What,
day.
do they wear black and shit and look cool?
Yeah. And they have like crows' skulls on them and all that.
Yeah.
Nah, because I went camping with
They got like metal fucking spikes
I
coming
went
off the
camping
shoes.
with my dad and Erman up at Maker in Cornwall. And every year there's a day there where all the Morris dancers come together and they have like a big dance off. And we didn't know this, yeah. We're just there in the square having a beer, and all these Morris dancers are there. Like it's like something off like Run DMC or something. And there was one like Morris dancing crew, and they're all like blacked up and wearing black. They've got the black face paint and everything. I'm like,
They were
this is a
blacked
bit-
up?
Yeah, they were. They had black face paint
Did
on.
they?
Yeah, they were all like blacked up. Yeah, I'm like, this is mad. And then we go back to the campsite,
What's
which
that meant to resemble?
I'll tell you in a minute. We had a campsite and they had like a bar there and everything. We walk into the bar and they're all there. Anyway, we ended up having like this mad lock-in with them all, and they were all like singing shanties about like Stockport and everything. And it was a mad night. Erman had like some totem that was in there and he was swinging it round the rafters. It was just funny. It's just carnage. And it turns out that it's not like a racial thing at all. It's to do with working in the mines.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and it was all pretty sound, to be fair to him. But all it was, was just an excuse for them to go out and get smashed. That's why I like it. That and bowls. I want to do the lawn bowls. Yeah, man.
Garden bowls.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Fucking bowls.
Yeah, mate. I'm going to be like...
You're in the city
I've had
to
to go
do
with that.
bowls.
I know.
This
I'm-
is the city.
I'm going to
for
be a
bowls.
hooligan with it when I'm doing it.
Oi!
Yeah, I got like another, 10 years?
No, you
15
could probably
years?
do it now.
I know a guy who did
By
it
the
young.
time we get that age, it's probably going to die out, that sport, surely.
No, it's not.
I think
Oh,
it's
young-
pretty popular, isn't it?
Yeah, all
Is
the
it?
young people, the ones who are world champs now, remember they used to be really old
World
fuckers.
champs of the
Yeah, because I
bowls.
watched it on the telly the once, and
Can you stop shaking your leg?
sorry,
It's really annoying.
the young, sorry, the
young.
the bowlers who used to be on the telly years ago, they were all old fuckers, weren't they? Remember
Yeah.
with the pipe and that. Now they're all youngsters.
Really?
I'm going to give it
Yeah.
a go, yeah. And I'm going to,
You know
firm up.
shit.
You know this is the city for bowls.
Why?
Sir Francis Drake.
Who?
Exactly.
Played bowls against the Armada before the...
Against the Armada.
Come on,
lads, another quick game.
We'll settle this on the lawn.
He
No, he was
finished
playing
his
bowls
game,
on it,
didn't he?
yeah.
And then he went and
mashed them
chinned
up.
the Spanish. Oh, he didn't actually chin him, did he? The weather did.
Yeah, but he was responsible for that.
It all turned out well in the end.
And then there's one last question,
Go ahead.
and it's from Mark Blebinson, master of the drum roll. He says, do we have any New Year's resolutions, i.e. what do we want to achieve as a band this year?
Quite a lot, actually.
World domination.
I don't know about I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I need to earn some fucking money this year.
Yeah, same.
I'm not into it.
Seriously.
I'm in the top 5%, so I'm happy.
Don't need any more money.
Godfrey said, all you need is a bank account and to live in a house to be in the top 5% in the world. So,
that's ridiculous.
well, that's what he said, and it's true because it's written down.
That's
New
ridiculous.
Year's resolutions with the band: just make more music, get out,
Yeah.
meet some new people that we know. Just enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's it.
reach more people.
Mark also said he said something about his daughter not being well. So sorry to hear that, mate.
no.
I'll tell Lise what you said to me off camera as well. So I hope everything works out for you. Then it's just Christmas wrap up. Television. I spent a lot of time watching TV.
What did you watch?
I don't know.
The Irishman.
Yeah, well, that's
What do you reckon to it? Because I
It's
know
alright.
you used to have
It's alright.
seen it.
It's all right. It's not great, but it's not bad.
I thought
I
it's-
didn't
I thought
like
it
the
was shit.
fact. I didn't like the fact that when they tried to make him 28, he still looked 50 odd.
Yeah, he still walked like an old man.
Yeah.
And kicked like an old man.
Yeah.
And there was no force in any of the action scenes, if you know what I mean.
He's probably the worst person to young up, isn't he? Because he hasn't particularly. I'm not saying he's an unhealthy bloke, but he
He's
hasn't
just
like.
an old man, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but you can still fucking be agile. Do you know what I mean? And he ain't.
Yeah, like Vince
He's
McMahon.
just
Brad Pitt's fucking over 50.
Yeah, but De Niro's older than that.
He's in his 70s.
That's what I'm saying. No,
I just thought it's like
yeah, the
it's
complete
like-
opposite. I'm saying.
it didn't work.
No,
Any
no.
of that didn't work.
It
Even
did
with
when he got
Pesci.
older. No,
Yeah.
Pesci was class, innit?
Pesci,
No, I mean, when
Pesci
Pesci
works, but
looked
he wasn't
younger.
doing any movements, so
I
it's
don't-
just
I
like...
don't think it did. I don't think any of the younger looking bits.
Yeah, but Pesci
worked.
was only looking younger, like, but still 50, wasn't he?
Mm.
They didn't try and make
Yeah.
him 20, 28, 29, 30.
But even so, none of that portion of the film really worked for me. It would have been better if they just did it the traditional old way, the Godfather 2 way
yeah,
of
like
having
a different character.
Yeah, having the old man and then
Or just
another
doing a
actor
montage.
plays
And then
Right.
having
the
De
young
Niro
man.
as the youngster. Yeah.
Because
De
Oh, as
Niro
the
was-
old man.
No,
and
De
then
Niro was the youngster.
in
And,
Godfather 2,
and-
yeah.
and fucking Brando was the old man.
Yeah, because then you actually get a young man that can stage fight and it looks
Yeah.
like he's actually doing it
Yeah,
rather
because
than
as
De
well-
Niro.
Sorry, I know it's probably getting a bit too in depth. Even when it was back in the day, it still looked as if it was the same fucking
Yeah.
era.
That was the problem as well, wasn't it? It was the way it was shot.
Yeah.
It just didn't
The thing
change.
is, the story didn't get going until he meets Jimmy Hopper.
Yeah.
So why not just do
He
like
was
a
good
quick
in it, though.
montage? It
Oh,
was.
yeah, Al Pacino was good in it.
It was unnecessarily long.
He didn't go, hey, once.
You know what I mean? It was so long.
Yeah, it was
like,
ridiculously long.
It was a
didn't need to be
2-hour
that
film.
long.
It was just and then the fight sequence with the the guy in the grocery shop.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's all that about?
Yeah, and it was just But he did the thing when he's old in it. De Niro is good in it. Like when he's a really old man in the care home. I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
He dies.
The rat's back.
Yeah.
But when he's an old man and he's playing like his own age and older, it works because he is a great actor. But when he's younger, it didn't work. And you're right, it must have been set up to be a TV show, like a episodic.
I
show.
don't think it was. He said that he pitched it and no one wanted to take it on because it was too long. And then Netflix took it on and then he wanted to do it. He said he'll go
I just
longer.
think that's fucking stupid.
I
'cause it
think
didn't
it's
work.
I think it's a shit film. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's only saved because when the story gets going, that the thing is actually watchable when he gets into the Jimmy Hopper bit, and then even at the end, it's like you think it's finished and there's another fucking 40 minutes to go.
Yeah,
I thought it was average.
it was very average.
It's basically the Jimmy Hopper story.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, but
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
I mean, it was good, and I like the bits that you saw.
Did I say Hopper? I did, didn't I?
Yeah, he did.
Hopper.
I like the bits you saw, like when he delivers the. Again, hopefully this isn't ruining it for anybody, but when he delivers the guns to Miami, and bits like that, which are like CIA,
Yeah, for the Cuban thing.
yeah, and the JFK assassination bits that are in it. Those bits were really cool, but again, you could shorten it right down to just that and the Hoffa story, and it would have been
Yeah.
done. And it was just, it's too long. The soundtrack is amazing. There was a great soundtrack.
I can't remember.
I absolutely loved it. I've actually listened to it since then as well. That's how
Did
much
you
I like it.
did you watch anything?
I've been watching The Hobbit.
I saw Star Wars.
Yeah, I saw Star Wars.
What,
the
the
new one.
cinema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it in
Not into it,
4D.
Was that any good in 4D?
The 4D experience
Do you get wind blown on you?
Yeah,
and
you
shit?
get wind. There's like whenever the laser shoot, it goes bidoo and it goes like that, shoots out wind.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And when it rains, it's really cool because it's
Do you
really
get wet?
atmospheric. Yeah, it's really atmospheric, isn't it? The
What?
raining scenes.
What the fuck
I know,
happened to the
Is it
cinema?
on
It's
the
a
log
gimmicky
flume?
thing.
Look at
Mate,
me on a
what?
log flume.
Does it move and that?
Yeah, it does.
What, the cinema moves?
The seats move.
What the fuck? I ain't been to the cinema for too long.
Well, this is a new
What the
thing
fuck?
down here, isn't it?
What are you going to do when you're watching Dirty Dancing?
You're gonna move. Da, da, and then
I've
someone
never heard
comes
of this
along and
shit.
just lifts you out of the chair.
Yeah. No one puts baby in the car.
I was just going to imagine there was a porn on.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But it was good actually, wasn't it? The Star Wars film. It wasn't the worst. I mean, it was so much better than the second one in this trilogy. You know, the one. Did you watch the last one?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
It's fucking terrible, that second of
Yeah.
this trilogy.
I know.
It was
I
better
thought the
than that.
first one wasn't that good either.
It was all right, but it was too much like, oh, here's your favourite character. Come on, Han Solo.
Yeah.
Here he is. There he
Yeah,
is.
and
Now
it
do
was
your
like-
line. Do your line.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I
it
mean?
was like, do you remember this character?
Yeah.
Look, there's a little bit of a backstory here.
yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, wait for it. They're going to say it. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, I don't feel good about this. There's the line that everyone
Yeah.
remembers. There it is. Right. Oh, shit. We've got to make a film out of this. That's what it was
Yeah.
like, wasn't it?
It sounds shit.
Plus,
It
there's
wasn't that
no
good.
real storyline, is there? Let's
yeah,
be
there
honest.
is. It's the first one of the good
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah. I like the second trilogy, but, you know, not the, I mean, the second
What,
lot
you
of-
mean the Phantom Menace? and
Yeah,
all
I
that?
think they're good, man. Yeah.
Like the
Is
The
Jar Jar Binks
storyline-
in them?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, all right, apart from him. But the storyline's good on that. The story of Vader becoming Vader, basically.
I mean, it could have been really good, though. That's the thing. Those films really easily could have been great if they didn't put stupid characters like Jar Jar Binks in it
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Christian Hansensen, whatever his name
And
is.
I don't
Some-
watch
some-
it,
some-
so
Yeah, sorry, mate.
I'm a
The-
passenger here.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I've been watching because my missus doesn't like Star Wars, but she loves Lord of the Rings, and I tease her for that because the Lord of the Rings
I
films.
like Lord of the Rings.
I like Lord of the Rings, but the films are shit. They are shit. They're really shit. And I've been watching them with her, and I'm not saying they're shit in terms of they're terribly shot and they're not entertaining, because
I
they
mean,
are entertaining, but they
yeah.
have nothing.
They're not dark enough.
No,
for
and
a
there's
start.
so many characters that are in the books.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even find out how Saruman,
Yeah.
the wizard, he just closes some doors and they're like,
And
right, that's
it.
the end of
Well,
it.
no, he goes to Hobbit Land, doesn't he, in the book?
He gets all fucked up and shit.
He
doesn't
goes Hobbit Land with
Is
his
that
man.
the thing that Banksy did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hobbit land. But you know what I mean? They just don't have enough substance.
I think, actually, Harry Potter, the last two movies, is darker than fucking Lord of the Rings.
You like Harry Potter,
I
don't you?
do. I've got a soft spot.
I've read all the books. You can laugh, but you're going to have to go through all this with Ayrton at some point.
Nah, because I can't read, can I? So I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah, but you can watch a film.
You can watch the film.
Oh god, yeah. I watched this documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats."
I haven't seen it yet.
It's mad.
My missus is like, we need to watch it.
It is mad. I
I've
won't
heard
spoil
it's
it.
really
You
good.
should watch it. It's not about cats. It's just the title. Watch it. It is crazy.
Is it on Netflix?
I tell you
It's
what,
on
I
the
did
Netflix,
watch
yeah.
on Netflix was, I think it's called Confessions of a Serial Killer. You've got to watch that.
Is that the
'cause you'll
Ted Bundy
fucking love
one?
it. No, not Ted Bundy. It's made by the same crew, I think, and it's got the same bloke that wrote the book about Ted Bundy. He's in this one as well. This bloke confesses to like 600 murders. It's all
How?
a true story, obviously. But you just got to watch it. It's such a fucking weird story, and you just
That's
like,
a lot of people, man.
yeah, you've just got to watch it.
Hitler killed more.
Hitler killed more. Well, that's it. You got to watch it and
Top
find
drops.
out what happens. I'm not going to tell you, but it's a fucking, and the theme music to the intro is wicked. It's all like 80s synths. Sounds really cool.
I might give that one a watch.
It's good. It's not great. Like, it's not like one of the best documentaries
Yeah.
you've seen, but it's like got a wicked story.
good. But
Talking
it's
of
not Carlin.
psychopaths, I watched
It's
again.
not Carlin, exactly.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, go on.
You interrupt me again, you
I know.
motherfucker.
Talking of psychopaths, have you seen? I watched it before, but I watched a bit because my missus and daughter's watching it. Killing Eve.
I've
No.
seen it. I've seen the
You've
first
talked about it
series.
before,
Yeah.
haven't you?
It's good, man. The bird in that plays a class psychopath.
She is quite good.
Class,
I don't
like,
know. I never
she
got
plays
it
it
into
class.
it. I never followed it through.
Isn't she like
No.
a spy or something? Isn't she?
No, she's just
She's an assassin.
Assassin. That's it.
But the other thing as well, what I finished was Top Boy.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
I did actually.
Yeah,
I
it
thought it
did
was really
get
good.
better, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm watching the series as well.
I might give it a go. I've never seen any of it.
Someone's just asked, have we seen the Game Changers on Netflix?
No.
I've seen it.
What's it about?
Vegan, plant-based, athletes.
All right. You should watch that.
It's all right. Don't know.
It's
Yeah.
these athletes who are vegans, right? It's fair enough and pushing stuff like that. But a regular guy who wants to be a fucking top athlete, not a top athlete, but even just a really good athlete, has to really apply his fucking life to being. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, he has to be an athlete.
Like, yeah, I know, yeah, but no, you don't, because there's a lot of people out there do a lot of running and they do things to a really high level, and to, you have to know your shit. I mean, you have to know your shit about a fucking diet anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And adding the vegan bit to it as well, it's going to be fucking doubly hard. And it's like, yeah, it works. Of course it does. You've got fucking the amount of information you've learnt through doing what you're doing. That's your life, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not going to say you can,
No, you can. Of course you can.
because, yeah, you can. But I just find it feels like it would be more difficult, because you know what it's like when you do. I am fat bastard at the minute, but I used to climb and stuff. And without the protein,
Could you climb any mountain?
probably
Shaman.
couldn't. It's smooth, man.
Yeah, no.
I can move,
I
move,
can
move, move.
climb any mountain.
But without the protein, I think that would have been hard.
Well,
No.
not if you had the vegan protein. If you looked into
It's you know what, it is actually worth a watch, just because I don't know. It's one of those ones. If you just got a spare 90 minutes, you think I'll just watch that. There's some interesting bits in it. There's some bits in it that are just like nonsense. So I reckon that this one bit where it's like if you drink beetroot juice, it makes you something like 30% stronger.
Hey,
It's like,
really.
it's like, like I'm gonna have my beetroot juice and
The
turn
funny-
into the Incredible Beetroot, rip everything apart.
Red Hulk.
No,
Yeah. The funny thing is
Red
with
Hulk.
that's not just something that's vegan. What would you call it? Associated people coming out and saying this is fact, and it's like, no, it's fucking not, because there's no study ever been done on it, and if there has, it's only been going for the last 10 years, and you can't fucking base anything. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like that with everything nowadays. Some fucking left-wing nutter comes out and goes, it's
Nutter.
true because it happened. When? Once down the pub.
That's normally how truth does occur, though.
Yeah, I
to
know.
be fair. It's true,
Yeah,
because
but
it
that is
happened.
that is like that is modern day, though, isn't it? How things have
Wow.
fucking. I think it is.
But no, I've seen it. These two obviously haven't. And that's it. You wanted to.
I tell you what, I did see over the Christmas, actually New Year's Eve was, and I thought it was a blinding performance. Craig David on the New Year's Eve BBC coverage. I thought it was fucking good.
I didn't see it.
I saw it.
Did you?
I saw bits of it. Yeah.
Was he
I
good?
genuinely thought for Craig David, his voice was amazing.
Did he sing Craig David?
What, Craig David? He did.
He
Actually, a
says that in
couple of
every
points.
song.
He did. Craig David all
Craig
over your
David.
doink. He did. He was really good. He did his Ibiza set, which, to be fair to him, was pretty impressive. He was like mixing. I mean, he wasn't mixing properly, but he was like mixing singing with like beat matching and stuff. It was good.
I thought it was shit.
How could you think it was shit?
Listen, I rate Craig David. Yeah, like I think he's a nice fella. Yeah, he's done well with what he's done, and he's probably getting to that stage now where he's probably like seen as like a UK like stalwart, if you like someone who's like of a certain like echelon musically. Fair enough, but that was just a load of crap.
No way.
It was.
Only because there's mixing involved, and you're like, nah, rubbish.
No, because he did a live set first before the thing. And then who the fuck wants to spend New Year's Eve watching Craig David on New Year's Day because it had gone over to 12 o'clock, mixing some shit tunes and going rewind selector, he to all the crowd and watching all the fucking dickheads dancing about. It's like, get a fucking life. None of them could dance either.
To be fair, the thing
Do you know what I mean?
The thing that me and my missus, when we were watching it, were saying was nobody really looks into this in the crowd.
No, it just looked like fucking proper sterile. No one was having it. Like the tunage was shit.
I don't know. I thought the tunage isn't mine kind of thing.
It was wet.
Did you?
But I thought he performed really fucking well, and his voice was great.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
Can't deny
Weren't you
that,
drunk a little bit?
I'd had about 4 gins. Didn't drink a lot, to be honest.
What about the whole of the Hootenanny anyway? Was that any good?
Didn't watch it.
I watched it. I flicked between the two.
Was Ruby there?
Yeah, she's there every fucking
Ruby
year.
Walsh.
Ruby Turner.
Ruby Walsh.
the jockey.
Yeah, she was there, yeah.
Trainer, should I say. It's a
It was
trainer.
Stormzy on it.
Stormzy was on it. And
Ruby Wax.
No, Ruby Turner. We've done this on
I
already.
did go and see Simon as well.
Who's Ruby Turner?
She's a singer.
Ruby Turner.
Is
you
that
know
what
Ruby
the Kaiser
Turner?
Chiefs sang about?
What? Ruby. No, that was Ruby Wax, wasn't it?
I watched her do...
They're in Plymouth.
Are they?
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Ticket. I watched Ruby do Your Love Lifting Me.
Yeah, that was the only good
Higher.
bit, to be fair.
She was good when she did that.
Was your man with the saxophone still there, or the trombone?
The trombone.
He was the coolest guy with the dreads.
I can't remember that.
Don't know, me
No.
neither.
I went to see Simon, like I say, and we watched this trio. I can't remember what they were called. These girls. It was a weird mixture of, like, you know, that really annoying indie girl voice, American indie girl voice.
Yeah.
It was a mixture of that with country.
Yeah, I saw them. They were called
Dusty something. What?
Josephine or something.
Yeah, it was like a name.
It was a name, and
There
the
was 3
three
of them.
sisters.
Yeah. And I thought that wasn't too bad. I thought it was
shit.
impressive. I mean, the music, the song again wasn't great, but I thought
They were good singers.
performance-wise, the
were
way
good
she
singers.
ends that song is well impressive. But
Just a bit
yeah.
too kooky for me.
There wasn't anyone on there that I really wanted to watch, if I'm honest.
Was Jess Glynn on there?
No,
I don't know.
no, just Stormzy.
Yeah, there wasn't.
There was all like loads of like old people that I didn't know. Oh, and fucking Stereophonics.
I saw that.
Gotta watch them.
Actually,
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I just was flicking through a channel at the time, and he popped up.
He did a duet with someone, didn't he?
I don't know. Didn't watch it. I don't like him.
Oh, Callie.
Was
Callie,
he?
what's fucking
Were they there
called?
instead of Tom Jones then? Because Tom Jones wasn't there, was he? They just needed
He's
a Welsh
not
act.
here anymore, is he?
Well, he's still Tom Jones.
No.
What?
I thought Tom Jones. He's gone.
Nah,
No.
Yeah.
no, he ain't.
Choked on a curly whirly.
He's on, he's on The Voice.
Yeah, he is. No, it was shit. I thought the coverage of the whole thing was shit. You know, like when you turn over for the countdown, normally they do like a little segment of like, oh, what's happened in the year and like little flashbacks and everything. And then it gets into the thing and there's an anticipation. It's like 10, 9. This year it was just like Craig David's playing. He walked outside. Some guy was going, what you doing this year, Craig? He's like, yeah, I'm doing some music and that. And he was like, anyway, we're going to the countdown 10, 9. I was like, that's no way to end a year, is it?
Yeah, and Big Ben was like covered in scaffold as well.
And
Wasn't
like watching Craig David talk about what he's doing with his mum in 2020.
yeah. The fireworks were shit as well. And
Well, I missed the start.
My
of it.
dad said that.
I never liked the fireworks. They go on for too long.
I like the fact they go on for long. Me, I like it.
Yeah, but I don't like watching fireworks on telly, to be honest.
Neither
don't
do
mind
I.
it.
I don't really like watching fireworks full stop.
I prefer watching it on
I
TV.
went to Firework World Championships.
The
down
firework full championship.
Yeah,
and they were fucking class.
Well, apparently, isn't it them? Because I always thought it was the ones that won the championships down here
Yeah.
that do the London New Year's.
Don't know.
I'm pretty certain it used to
Man,
be that way, if it isn't
the
already.
one of the ones had the loudest fucking bangs going.
Boom.
Fucking shook my body.
Shook my balls.
shock my body. They're not that good.
They are.
And
Nah.
the really annoying thing
I
about
like them.
the fireworks.
Sparklers.
Sparklers.
Just stood there.
Always do number 8.
You got to do it, and then you got to write your name.
Yeah. And blink, and then it's still there.
Thing
Keep doing
that, the thing that they always do as well is they always have this
Stood
weird
up.
London slogan, don't they? When they do the
The
fireworks.
slogan.
A slogan.
It's a
This
London
year
thing.
it was London is open. They just
Is that what
randomly
it
said it.
said?
Yeah. Is that
To
the
who?
fireworks? They're just
I could say something really controversial. What are you saying? London is open.
Is open. Go on then.
No.
Okay. Don't.
The good thing about
People
the
think I'm
fireworks,
one way and I'm not.
the good thing about the fireworks was the bit when they give it the little soundbite and they think it's all over and football's coming home. It's like, oh shit, yeah, the footy's on this year.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
I forgot.
The
The finals
being
in
played at
Wembley. I think the
thought that was
semis are
pretty-
there as well.
It's pretty cool. It's going to be such a weird tournament, though, isn't it? London, Paris, Berlin as well.
Romania as well.
Romania. It's
Yeah.
all over
Da.
Europe, isn't it? It's going to be weird. Da.
And Georgia, isn't it? One of the matches
All
as
over
well.
the world.
Georgia,
Uzbekistan.
All over
That's a
Europe
mad
or
one.
whatever. It's just going to be weird. It's like what? So you can play a game in one country and then have to fly to 2 other countries for your
Why don't
second
you just
and third
play
group?
certain games in like little pockets of areas that are next to each other and
I
then
don't
just
know.
fly back to a thing?
Don't know how it's working.
Don't know, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to the tournament. It's
It's
gonna
going to
be-
be in the final, I reckon.
It's all, well,
I mean, it won't make any
Wouldn't go
difference
that
for TV viewers.
We
But
got to the semis.
for
haven't
if
the
we?
you went to
team.
go and see
yeah, but we wrote
the
it on.
Euros, you'd want it in one country as
That's right.
such.
Yeah,
Or,
but that's
do you
the
know what I mean?
point of it, though,
For
isn't
that
it?
vibe, innit?
Yeah,
That's the
you would,
point.
yeah.
It's that country's effort of putting
Yeah.
on
A
the
show.
greatest football in
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, and you get to see different bits of the country, innit?
Yeah.
Instead of
I
just
don't know.
going all over the gaff. But it's just the commodification, further commodification of football, innit? It's just like there's money to be made and everyone wants to like push it in places and fucking do weird shit with it. The next one will be the World Cup. It'll be like, yeah, we're having
That's
the World
Qatar,
Cup
right?
everywhere.
We're
Yeah.
having the break, aren't we? Next year, February
So it's next year.
next year, or is it next year? Whenever
No,
the
but the year
tournament's
after,
gonna be.
right?
What, for a test?
No, maybe they're going to test it. I don't know, but I know they're doing it in February. But it's really weird because it's not a proper break; it's a staggered break.
Yeah, because they're doing the Christmas fixtures, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's in February that the break's going to be on. But it's like I think like half the league doesn't play one week, and the other half does, and then the next week it flips. It's just weird.
Oh, yeah, because it's at Christmas, isn't it, the World Cup?
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's in Qatar.
So why are
innit?
they having a staggered break in February then?
Don't know.
It's weird. I don't know.
It's going to be fucking weird, that. But anyway, yeah, I reckon we'll get to the final.
Well, I think we've got a
Do you?
fair chance, but
Yeah.
I can't see us getting to the final.
Really? No, me.
I can.
It'll be the same old England, I've got
Nah.
a feeling, because he's already starting to stick to his usual players,
You'll
not
come-
bringing
he
in.
is,
You'll
yeah.
come back
Isn't
to
he?
this point.
And let's face it, we rode our luck
Yeah.
massively.
You come back to this point and it'll be like, go back to the first podcast of the decade, and I predicted it. England
Alright.
in the final.
It would be amazing if we did get there and it's at Wembley. I mean, it's going to be at Wembley, but that would be pretty massive, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be pretty
Yeah.
big.
So if we could win a Euro finally at Wembley, that'd be great.
Think David Seaman will make the first team.
Do you reckon Southgate's going to come on and take the penalties?
Banks.
He's dead.
I know. He is.
Bless him.
All right. Well,
Is
that's,
that your
that's
segment
me
then?
done, yeah. Craig David all over your dance floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all right.
I thought it was good. Anyway, Douglas.
What's your observations?
Oh, God, I don't.
The
Mine is,
world
you know, how we
according
was
to
going
Doug.
on about phones and listening
Yeah.
before, you know, and stuff popping up on your phone after saying,
Oh, you mean the adverts? and shit?
yeah.
Yeah.
But what about if it could profile you? This is in the future, and anything that's thrown towards you or your advertisement that you're watching, right? So you could never actually come out of this bubble. Do you understand what I mean? So it just it's almost a control.
That's kind of what's happening, isn't it, in a way,
Yeah.
already?
Well, yeah. I mean, especially when you consider if you watch like conservative YouTube videos,
Yeah.
you will only see conservative YouTube videos. If you watch
Yeah.
Labour, you'll only get that. So it's kind of already happened or happening.
It is happening, but it is happening more and more, isn't it? Because have you seen that great hack thing yet?
No.
You need to watch that.
What is it?
It's about how
Fucking great.
Cambridge Analytica and all that, and how the phones are mashing everyone up in it because, like what you just said there, you're only seeing the content that they want you to see, and advertising goes into that. You're constantly giving away all this data, and then that, like the profile, and the profiling's getting more and more advanced. So
Down to the point where it's like you always go shopping on a Thursday, and I know that because on a Wednesday you look on so and so's website
Yeah.
to find their best deals on fruit or whatever. And then obviously because you're constantly sending out, basically the way your phone works, isn't it? It sends out beams going, I'm here, to like the local cell towers.
Yeah.
So they know exactly where you go shopping, when you go shopping, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like down to the point where they know your daily routine because your phone's always on. Even when you turn it off, it
But
sends
it's like
signals.
a control thing, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to say. It can
I mean,
control you, can't it?
Yeah, of
If you
course
think
it is.
about it.
That's what's happening now, isn't it?
That's why everyone's pissed off with Facebook and stuff for
You're having an agenda pushed
because
on you.
because they think they're directing people when they vote and stuff like that. Because like I say, if you like a load of Corbyn stuff, then you're basically telling the algorithms that you're left leaning, so that it will just fire a load of left stuff to keep you on the platform.
I think it goes deeper than that, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think it's
I'm on
Goes,
about
everything.
deeper than that.
I think that's what it is.
Well,
Like
that's what
what you
Facebook would
wear,
say.
what you do, everything. Who
What you do. I'm on
socialise
about what
with,
you do.
like,
Yeah.
everything, man. Like,
Let's say, I mean, years ago, where would you get your inspirations from?
you have to go and buy what musically.
No, I'm on about for anything in life.
Well, you'd think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And where would you go? The library?
See it on the telly.
Or buy a book or see it on the telly, which is another form of control.
I saw a book, so
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, fuck me, what we're going to do?
get rid of everything.
Yeah, but there's more. If
Let's
you think
fuck
about it,
everything off.
but what I'm saying is you can go and choose that book or that book. When you're controlled with something that's surrounding you, everything that you look at and do, it can fucking steer you,
Yeah, of
can't
course.
it?
Yeah,
And
but
if
I
you
think-
meet a criteria, your personality, let's say your personality is not suited to the world as we know it, right?
Minority Report.
They can keep you in like a quagmire of bullshit, couldn't they? And you, do you understand what I
I
mean?
think that's what all
Because
these
they
devices
know
are
that your
for, though, isn't it?
they know that your personality is not good for their agenda. I'm not saying theirs in fucking Illuminati or whatever.
Illuminati.
It's
But
like
do you understand what I'm saying?
it's like the TV's like mass control in it, but your phone's like mass control on an individual basis.
Yeah.
So it's just like more targeted. It's more specific.
That's what I'm saying. They could have a million different fucking
This is
algorithms.
why I'm not using the social media on my phone.
yeah.
I'm not. I can't. I'm only logging onto it on the computer, and I don't give a fuck about anything promoting this, promoting that. Like, it's proper bad for you, mate. Honestly,
Yeah, it is bad.
it really is. And like, you spend all your time, even take the control thing out of it. Yeah, the amount of times when you'd just be on my phone, I'd just be going like strolling the thing and just looking, and then like getting fucking depressed at all the bullshit people post on there. Like, it's not like no one puts anything on the thing about what they think or feel anymore. Everyone's pushing some other shit that they've just been pushed upon them, and the advertising and the world. It's like what you just described there. The world that you're in, you're in this like little bubble. It's hanging.
Yeah.
It is proper hanging. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, but that's why, like, when you're saying you could choose this book or that book, this is why, especially now, because this is the era of information, you need to not choose that book and that book. You need to look at both of them and then make your own mind up.
Yeah.
But the problem is that people choose that book and then a million other books line up behind it,
Yeah.
and you only look at that side of it.
Yeah, well, you're not getting shown the other thing. You watch. It's like YouTube, innit? Like YouTube, the suggested video thing's just fucking annoying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What does that do? That's steering you in a maybe that
Well,
could
I
put.
mean-
I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying it even deeper level. They could steer you. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? Could be any, but steering you into a direction that you can be controlled and keep you away from a direction that an algorithm could tell that you could go in another direction, which could be bad for, I don't know, business. If there was too many people of this fucking nature around. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's the principle of it all in the beginning, wasn't it? Is to find the quickest and easiest way for a business to advertise directly to a person that likes their stuff or stuff like that, like theirs. That's why if you search for a didgeridoo, you'll find a shitload more didgeridoo adverts pop up on your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
But then in terms of politics and even entertainment, it's up to you as a consumer to look on the other side.
Yeah, but you don't know, do you?
I know.
Yeah, but that's because, you know, People are looking with politics. It's different because
just the
people
idiot
are
box,
always
isn't it, in your pocket.
Yeah, but
But the
with
idiot
politics,
box is talking to you.
with politics, people are only looking for things to bolster their own opinion or their own side. That's why that's never going to happen with politics. You're never going to look at the other side because you don't care what some liberal is on about if you're right wing or whatever. I mean, shit.
I know the
really,
reason I
it's
brought
bad,
this up
but-
is because the house that we're in has got a fucking prepay meter, right? And we fucking all of us have failed the credit check. We can get credit easy for anything else. They won't let us go on to fucking
Onto the
normal
onto the
fucking
grid.
yeah. And I swear to God, literally a minute after we was on the telephone to the people, it was fucking credit check, credit score thing. Immediately, I'm talking fucking immediately after on my telephone, and I was like, I'm fucked off with
I'm telling
this.
you, man. Nokia 3310.
Don't it fuck you off though? Seeing that immediately after you've been on.
as well, innit? It's like your civil rights and your information isn't yours. And like, say, like we was a little bit like vexed about something. Like, let's take some periods in history. Yeah, say we was like some miners, right, in today's society, and we wanted to organise a mining strike or some civil disobedience. Your phone's listening, like. That's going to get used against you, innit? Do you know what I mean? I think phones genuinely are not the actual telephone, like because it's good to talk. I think fucking smartphones are a fucking devil, mate. The only good thing about a smartphone, other than the fact it's a phone, is it's got a camera on it.
Yeah.
Because like the internet, like even take the internet, yeah. Like how many times do you just Google something that you don't even really need to Google, and then you just dick about on Google, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, it is good in some ways, the old Google, innit? Because, like, I watched a documentary on someone the other day and then I Googled them afterwards. So that side of it's good. But
Yeah, I do that.
Even that information is probably going to get used for me. It's like, oh, he searched someone a bit fucking dodgy or whatever.
Yeah, someone who killed millions or something.
And it's like, it must mean he's going to go on to murder people or...
Well, that's why you need to watch The Great Hack and join the good fight on getting your data yours or whatever they're trying to do.
I don't know, man, but it's just like...
I can't see how any government or any policing, any one can be against the idea of you owning your own data. Because it's like...
I know.
You will still put that data out there because you do want to find the best deals for Elise jackets. Do you know what I mean? It's like you will say like, I will let you look at what I buy because I want the best deals on my energy or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like you will put that out there.
It's annoying as well.
Why would anyone stop you?
The algorithms, every time I went on social media, they were just pushing the adverts on clothes because it knows I want to buy clothes and I can't afford to buy clothes in a minute. So it just fucked me off, yeah. So it's like what you're saying about that suppressive bubble. I'm looking at my life thinking, my life's shit. I want a new jacket or whatever.
Yeah.
I want some new trainers. And it's like, actually, my life's not shit. If I just turn this fucking snide little devil thing in my pocket off, it's actually all right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I stopped watching the news. Because it was
I've
just
stopped
so
watching
depressing.
that as well. And that's another thing as well, that I'm not up on some of the news stuff because I'm only getting it on the radio.
Yeah.
So I know what's happening in the Iran thing.
I don't really know. I didn't know until yesterday. But I do know sort of, didn't they bomb someone in Iraq?
Yeah. They fucking took out the main general of Iran in Iraq, mashed him up with a fucking drone, I think, and bombed him.
Bombed the shit out.
I mean, even that act in itself, not just for like the Middle East, but for like fucking the people of any country of the world. They could just
Eurovision.
They could just be like, hold on, we need to fucking bomb this place because of that. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry. Boris Johnson was in there. Do you know what I mean? Didn't realise. Fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? You could... Do you know what I mean?
It's a difficult one with this bloke, though, isn't it? Because it sounds like he might have had it coming.
But you can't fucking do that, man.
Mate,
it's the
there's
fact
so
that they
many
did it in
people
Iraq
who
as well,
got it
isn't it?
coming.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like,
loads.
you know what I mean?
There's just I don't know anything about it, so
I know a little bit about it.
but it's like there's loads of people at his funeral or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
today?
like loads.
Fucking hundreds of thousands.
Yeah,
it looked like,
fucking-
didn't
mate,
it?
it's
Thousands
going down.
anyway.
It's just weird. I don't even know why they did it.
You know why he did it? They've had a thing with him for a while, but like I come across another thing today where like his impeachment trial negotiations began today, and no one's even talking about that. Like the guy is fucking. He's a mad cunt.
He's just doing what all the presidents do. Though.
I don't know how the fuck he got that sanctioned, because it's just like you're poking a bear. You really are. Like they had the international.
They're not a bear though, but
They're not to be fucked with. They're not going to walk into there and do what they did in Iraq. Like they're fucking diehard madheads.
Well, the last I saw
The
about
Ruskies fucking like them as well.
the last I saw about Iran though, they were all going liberal.
nah.
Yeah, there was loads of
They're
protests
very
and
cultural.
stuff. Yeah, and they
I'm
were.
not sure if they're going to be
they
like
were-
Western liberals.
I
No,
don't. I
because
don't know
it's-
about that, but they were definitely like taking. They want to separate church and state and all that because Iran's still.
Yeah.
Was it
It's run
Imran?
by the church.
Is
Yeah.
Run
it
by the
Imran?
Ayatollah,
Yeah.
innit?
Ayatollah, that's it.
Yeah. You say Imran? Imran Khan?
I don't know. I was trying to think of what the
Imran.
Ayatollah was, and then it came out.
Imran, yeah.
Imran. Your
No,
man Imran.
the thing with it is, it's a mess.
Yeah, it is.
But the whole international community had got him round the table a few years ago, and he was sorting everything out. And then he come in and he tore up the agreement that they had with him, which said that they were allowed to pursue nuclear power. And then they've just gone, right, well, we'll take the sanctions. And everyone else was like, said that he shouldn't have done it. Everyone else was still cool with it. But the other thing that's scary about that is now it's just like, just going to give any like madhead here another excuse to just go and do something in the name of like that whole terrorist shit, innit? It's just another thing for the fucking
Iran
cycle.
hasn't, Iran hasn't been to war in something like. They haven't started a war in how many 100 years?
Yeah, I saw that the other
What,
day.
Iran?
Or yeah, they haven't started
Yeah,
a war
not
in.
a war.
I think it's
suppose
a
they had
couple of.
their independence, though, didn't they?
Yeah, but they haven't started a war
Like
in
an
200
international
years.
war.
Yeah,
They've been in quite a few wars, so I think.
yeah, and plus they do what any other country does: is supply particular
Yeah.
sections of
Well, we've done
people
it
who were,
in the history. In the histories, we did it. The Americans did it.
yeah,
French.
it's going on
Everybody's done it.
today. Everyone's still doing it.
Exactly. It's a part
Yeah, I
of
don't know. But
diplomacy.
anyway, that's I think that came from the phone conversation. So I think it's
Yeah.
just fucking
Yeah.
Fucked off with the people fucking listening to my phone. Honestly, I really fucked me off when I saw that on the phone.
Should we do a quick comment catch up?
It's been not been just since the game changers. Nothing really. Just says how deep is your love.
It's quite deep.
Very deep.
It's just at least 3 inches.
It's a chode. Now we'll move on if you want.
Yeah, why not? Flash
I
over
don't know.
to-
I've got a few things. I was going to talk about Iran. I've just spoke about it.
That'll
Was
do.
you?
Yeah,
Tick that one off.
I fucked it. We was going to talk about debt last year, weren't we? Or one of us was.
Will we?
Yeah, me and him were talking about it, and I thought I'd talk about that.
I'm not really in any apart from the student one.
I'm not into debt.
Not into it. Not in it or into it.
You know what I don't like about it is, like we're living in a society where like not so much now maybe, I don't know because I'm not young anymore, but certainly when I was growing up, money was just getting chucked at you, innit? Credit, like just I have this, and the more in debt you got, the more credit. At the point of which I stopped paying my credit cards off, they were offering me like fucking 30 grand credit cards and everything. It's
That's
just
crazy.
like it was mental. And now that I'm in debt and like I've kind of got into a situation where where I'm like, this is a bit mad. The whole thing's mad. Like bailiffs,
Yeah.
they're cunts, aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't they though?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's a bailiff? It's like a
Yeah.
parking warden. Who the fuck wants to go out and like just put misery on people's like windows? Here's a parking ticket. It's like, mate, like, fuck me. I'd rather go work McDonald's. And bailiffs are just another one, innit? Just another low of the low. Like, I get that, like, if people owe money to, like, I've never ripped off someone that I physically know in my life. If I owe someone money, I'll fucking pay it because that's just the way it is, yeah.
Doug.
But, like, the...
I haven't.
The banks and that. The banks and that, they peddle the misery on people, yeah. And then the thing that I don't get about the bailiffs is, yeah, these programs on TV where they glorify bailiffs, you know, like can't pay, take it away. And like, oh, I'll get really upset because when I go to someone's house and take everything that they've got, they're really mean to me. It's like, you fucking, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all say, they say you shouldn't have had it if
I
they
know.
can't
If you
afford
can't afford
it.
it,
And
yeah.
it's like, fucking hell.
Exactly, like fucking shit don't happen to people. Like the amount of fucking people who work and a chunk of their work goes on paying off the fucking credit cards just to either try and pay a bit off or keep on top of it. What happens to that person if they get cancer or something? Yeah, a bailiff come to your door and be like, you shouldn't have fucking, you should have kept paying it. It's like, life just isn't like that, is it?
I know.
Yeah.
It's wrong, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Those
bad.
fucking bailiffs, in some, I don't know who it was, they found like a way around it with the bailiffs because it made it not lawful or something like that.
I don't know. I've seen a few things with the bailiffs. It's hard to know what's right because I did.
I know.
I
The
did
straw man thing and
I
all
did
that.
the parking thing. You know when you get a parking ticket and it's not a council one,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Don't pay it."
Yeah.
Like, you didn't enter into an agreement with them. Just ignore it. They won't take you to court. Got a CCJ before Christmas, saying that they were going to take me to court. I was like, all right, nice one. Well, I've not been paying it for years. And this particular one as well, this is what's annoying, yeah. Fair enough, yeah. I actually owe quite a lot of money to banks and that. If they want to come for it, that's up to them. Fair enough. I understand that. Well, this one, it was a parking ticket that I got, and I was like 15 minutes late over the ticket.
Yeah.
And now they're like, yeah, you owe us 250 quid. I'm taking you to small claims court. I'm like, go on then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking cunts.
I don't know.
Offer them £1 a week
And that's what I've done.
or a month.
That's basically what I've done. That's all you can do, innit? But I don't know.
5 years.
Something, yeah. Fuck me. Still paying it off when I'm 80. There's something has to be done about it, I think, though.
I know. People are fucking... The interest that gets added on to some shit
That's
as well.
You pay
that's
it
the
off in
thing, isn't it?
interest alone.
You don't
before
even
touch
pay it off.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's the amount of interest that they're allowed to add.
Yeah.
It's just like hang
Even
on.
banks and stuff. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Interest is such a fucking weird.
You pay your 50 quid a month or whatever, and you've paid off £1 or fucking £5.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? 45 quid.
it's fucking ridiculous.
Carly looked at the interest on something that she had, and it was like way more than the actual initial debt. It was like she'd paid it off in interest, but not paid it off because she was just paying the interest. It's like Jesus Christ. So I just think there's something that's got to change with the world because it's like there is an argument to say you shouldn't have taken the debt out or whatever if you couldn't pay it off. But let's be honest, it's not real money, is it? It's a fucking card in your pocket.
Yeah, credit.
And if someone's throwing fake money at you, like even with all the intelligence and all the sense in the world, you're going to get flattered by that. I know some fucking clever people, who are fucking in shit loads of debt, way more than the debt I'm in. So I think it's fucking should just be fucked off. The only thing you should have a debt for is like your house because you couldn't afford to just walk up with like 210 grand for a house, could you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then there's the whole thing of you casting families out on the street and stuff, isn't it?
Why?
If they can't pay the debt back.
What debt back? Oh, what you mean? I'm not casting people out, no, am I?
No, I mean the debtors.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Stop throwing people
They
out.
can only throw you out if it's a mortgage debt. So if you owe, or if you're in debt with the landlord and they take action to remove you from the property. If you owe a bailiff, if a bailiff comes to you for repossession of your goods, if you're renting a house, they can't go get out of the house because that's at the landlord's discretion.
Yeah.
But it does make it really hard to find a house. So I don't know, man. It's a fucked up thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I had no knowledge of the subject.
I've always been in debt.
Coxie's not working.
You should get a credit card.
I
man.
know.
I should
Get
get a credit
one.
card. Yeah, get some debt.
Experience it.
I think
Yeah,
it's a great
go
idea.
for it. Get a credit card, interest free for 18 months. Just spend like a madman.
Yeah.
See, the thing is I know what you mean. It is awfully tempting because I think, I could pay my bills with it. You know what I mean? I could pay my rent with it. But then it's like, I have no
never pay
idea
it back.
when I'm going to be able to get a job again. Do you know what I mean? No, it won't be long.
Overdrafts, everything.
Have to say that. Get it in case
No, it won't
Anna's
be long.
listening.
It won't be long.
Paid for these, or my portion of these with my credit card. You can have this one. It's this one at this one for 24 grand. But the other thing is as well what they do, when you're like in a situation, they sell your debt on and then they send you letters of like offers. So say you have like a £3,000 debt, they'll go, you can just pay £1,000 of it off, and you think, fuck, if only if I had, that's tempting, isn't it? So, but they know that you're never going to be able to do that. And if you did,
What about if
you'd
you
be
did?
quids in. I don't know. I'd like to find out. Like I reckon if it's true and they're true to their word with the offers, I reckon you could, like a 25 grand debt, I reckon you could pay it off for like 8-9 grand, judging by some of the offers that they've sent in.
That's crazy.
I'd love to do that. Just win on a scratch card. Because that's the next mad thing, yeah. Over Christmas, I scratched this scratch card, yeah. And I got 6 lines. And I was like, you know, before you like do the prize bit, I'm like thinking to myself, my life's about to change. So scratch prize number 1, £3. I'm like, it's all right. They're just warming me into it. You know what I mean? Scratch number 2, £3. All of them were £3 apart from one that was £5.
Oh.
I was fucking devoed about that, man.
What, and you could have won £3?
I thought, fuck me, I'm on for a big one here. 200
So
grand.
what if you get a line of £3, you get 200 grand?
No, it was like, you know the ones where you scratch the symbols and then you scratch the prize.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you
okay,
got
yeah.
the different numerations. Like
Yeah.
you can get 10 grand or fucking 200 grand, but you can win unlimited. Mate, I thought I was in. For it.
That would have been nice. It'd just be nice to have some money, wouldn't it, really? Just give
What
me
would you
some
do
money.
with it, though?
Spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. I need a credit card, innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just good to just have the freedom to just not have to worry about anything.
Just be able to do what you want to do.
That's what the credit card gave me, freedom.
Freedom.
I miss it. Just going, I want a kebab? Sweet, it's on the fucking, it's on the MasterCard. Want to take a late night trip to fucking Vegas? I'm on the plane. How much was the Alessi top? About a tenner from TK Maxx.
What about you, Doug?
What?
You bought an Alessi top, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
How much was it?
30 quid.
That's not bad.
Is it a real one?
Yeah.
So it wasn't one of Dave's knockoffs.
No.
Dodgy Dave's
It
knockoff.
might have been. I still owe him the money, actually.
Where you come back to Plymouth, like,
No,
yeah,
I don't.
I'll send you
I
the
don't,
money.
honestly.
We've got to do the culture test corner.
Oh, no, it weren't. It was 20 quid.
You sure?
25 quid. Sorry, 25.
25 quid.
Yeah.
25.
It come back, Alessi, didn't it?
Yeah, as
Did it?
Do you know what I've not seen in the comeback, though? You know what I used to like of the Alessis? The boots. Do you remember the boots?
Yeah, I do,
The boots
yeah.
were wicked.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember Alessi.
Because everyone used to wear kickers, but I went with Alessi.
At least.
Oh, yeah,
Alessi.
yeah, I remember what you. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, Elise, isn't it?
I call it Alessi.
You want about the ones with the black sole and like
Yeah.
lighter
Rubber
coloured
Soul.
uppers?
I just had the all black ones, but I know
Yeah,
which
yeah.
ones you mean. Where
Almost like Timberlandy looking things, weren't
yeah,
they?
before the Timberlands became
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
And everyone used to like it. What?
I just isn't there like an artist called Timberland?
Yeah.
What does he do again?
He did.
He did stuff with Missy Elliott, and
But he just goes like, okay, and stuff.
Didn't he
like that,
do
doesn't
stuff with Victoria Beckham?
Oh,
was that Damien Dash?
that was Dane Bowers.
That was Damien
Get
Dash.
out of
Damien
your
Dash.
mind.
Damon Dash.
Damon Dash is a producer, yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember Dane Bowers. He's dead.
Dane Bowers.
Yeah, and is he?
Yeah, choked on a curly whirly. But yeah, Alessi, he's back to stay. Culture test corner.
Culture test.
Fuck, I ain't got one.
I ain't really got one.
I've got a shit one.
This is
What is
great,
it?
isn't it?
I'll try and get one off you.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
I
You
wanna
won
put
anyway. You got
letting agents in.
letting
I
agent,
just think if you're a letting agent, you failed the culture test.
estate agents. I'm going to widen it to estate agents. I don't like estate agents.
It's the same
Yeah, but
thing,
it's the
isn't it?
same thing.
Yeah, but estate agents don't just let; they sell as well.
Yeah, but you can't fucking say that. All
I'm
right,
just
then.
going to say
I'll
to
say
you, I'm going to widen
letting
it to,
agent receptionist.
I'm not taking it as mine. Bastards. Fucking hate them. I've got one actually. I've just thought of one.
Yeah. But yeah, letting agents, fucking like traffic wardens and bailiffs, aren't they? Just fucking
Bailiffs.
con. Yeah, bailiffs.
You went bailiffs.
Oh, so what? It's a fucking 90-minute podcast. I'm going to say something wrong at some point.
Bailiffs.
Didn't realise we were playing that game. I'll look out for yours.
I've got one.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, just don't like them.
Why?
Because they're con artists, aren't they? It's just like, yeah, I'm going to show you a property. It's quirky. And you go there and it's like, fucking quirky isn't the word. The bathroom's in the cellar. The living room's in the attic. Do you know what I mean? I went to see one the other day because we've got to move house, right? And she's like, come and have a look at the garden. And we went out the back door and she just disappeared. I'm like, where the fuck's she going? Is that not the garden there? The garden was round the corner, through someone's garage, and like down the way a little bit. I'm like, hang on. I've got to get the bus to the garden. Do you know what I mean? And this house was just like, she's like, it's a lovely, perfect family home. It's got a log burner. It's period cottage and da 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 da. It's a spacious 2-bedroomed house. It was like, it would have been the most we've ever paid for a property, full stop.
Yeah.
And the worst house. It would have been the worst. Like the bathroom was in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, what the fuck's all this about? And the woman showed us round. The woman who owned it. She's going, I like having the bathroom here because while my daughter's having a bath, I can talk to her while I'm making tea. And I'm thinking, that's not what I want out of life.
No.
do you know what I mean?
Not a lot of people
That's not
want
what
that.
I want to do. And I look around the kitchen, I'm like, where's the oven? She's like, I've just got this electric oven. I'm like, where's the hob? Oh, don't worry, all that's going to go in when you move in. I thought, I've been in that situation.
Yeah, I know.
So you get there and it's just like, where is everything? Imagine moving to a house where there's no cooker.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You got a pressure cooker?
I have got a pressure cooker,
you'd be
and I've
fine,
got the air
actually.
fryer and the slow cooker. It'll be all right.
There you go. You'll be fine. But yeah, I had one once show me around, and it was like a quirky one, and it was like a labyrinth of staircases. Like there was a staircase. You go in, and it's like the one you're on about.
I like shit like that.
No, honestly, you wouldn't like this because it was like
I do.
it was like the living room.
Like staircases that lead to nowhere. I love that.
Well, it was like the living room was here. Like you walk into the living room, which I didn't like. I don't like that. I don't like walking into a house and I'm in the living room. It annoys me. But then the kitchen was at the back and it was like lower.
So it had a step.
But it had
What's wrong with the
like
step?
2 steps, but the steps were really far apart. It wasn't like a proper.
Yeah.
It was like you climbed down into the kitchen, and then the kitchen was tiny, and it had staircases off it both sides. One side was a bathroom.
Get so many.
It was horrible, and it was like
Honestly, where's this house?
it's by yours actually. You know when you come out of yours and you go down.
Yeah.
You can go down again.
Yeah.
Then there's that road that goes up that way.
Oh,
It's up
okay,
there.
yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
So it was like that painting of the staircase.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible. And then it was like, oh, yeah, it's got a lovely
I love
garden.
shit like that, mate.
No, it was so
Honestly,
run down though.
I
It was
really
like
do.
all the wallpaper was coming off the walls, and they were like, yeah, they're going to get someone in to sort that out. It's like, no, they're not.
I don't know why they say shit like that.
They're not gonna
Whenever
do
they say quirky, it just means shit.
that. Yeah.
Don't
It
it?
means a fucking
It's a quirky
ugly
property.
house.
You get there and it's just fucking like hanging. I just think that's the thing going back to the debt as well.
I went, talking of looking at houses, right? Sorry, I went to this one house in Romania the once, was renting out there. And it's not like, they do have estate agents, but at this time, it was just a guy there, you know, it was his house. And we've had a look round, we've sat down, and he's like, do you like the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, it'd been done out nice. And he goes, you see, we have this tap. You turn the tap on, you know, like a mixer tap. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, I say this to you because you're English. He goes, because in England you have 2. And I was like, yeah, I know, yeah. It's like, you know, it's the way it is. And he goes, yes, but it's a problem if when you wash your penis, one's really hot. Then
When
it's
you
good.
wash
And
your
I'm like,
penis in the sink.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just say that?
Did you buy it?
No, we didn't go that one.
That's funny. Don't you just wash your penis in the shower though?
No, you wash it in the sink.
Yeah. But yeah, the lettings market's just rough, innit?
It
Because
must be
people are
shit.
like, something goes on in a shit property. Even this property, she's like, I got 5 other people looking at it, and then you walked. It's like a fucking conveyor belt. Went out, someone else went in, and I'm thinking, fuck me.
Was that in Ivybridge?
Lee Mill,
Oh,
rough. Nothing. It's like just a road that
Yeah.
leads to Tesco, innit?
horrible. Nothing
But,
there.
yeah, fucking letting agents.
Yeah.
They're just always weird people, aren't they? Have you ever met a normal estate agent? I hope none of them
No.
are watching in the local area. I'm not ready to him. But they're fucking weird, innit? They're
Yeah.
always
It
like
is a weird job.
people
They
you just
try and
think,
befriend you, really,
Yeah.
and it's like,
but they're overly friendly. Like,
Yeah.
hi, no, how are you? It's like, fuck me.
I must
Leave me
admit,
alone.
the ones that we're with now are the best ones I've had because they just completely left you alone. They literally just opened the door and went, have a look around. Like, they didn't follow us around, didn't do anything, just went, just have a look. And we looked and we were like, yeah, it's all right, but I don't like the chandeliers and stuff because there was these really goffin chandeliers when we moved in. I was like, I'm not moving in.
You take him down.
They took them down for us. I mean, they're really
I like
good.
a chandelier.
They're the best ones that
Yeah.
I've ever been with. No, honestly, they were horrible. They were
Not
like
only fools and horses.
I was just
so.
thinking that same thing.
they were they weren't proper chandeliers. They were like those plastic ones that you can get really, really goffin.
Yeah, the decent
Horrible.
ones.
The decent ones, yeah. I think you got a couple on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, these were all right.
Well, what?
I know what you mean.
Anyway, what's your culture test?
HR, people
Human
that work,
resources.
people that work in HR, because they exist to further problems, not solve them. When have you ever gone? Well, they're also there just to sack you as well. Like whenever someone goes, "Oh, let's go and see HR," it's never for anything.
I'd
good.
love to sack someone though.
Really?
Would you?
Yeah.
I would
Someone in
like
debt.
Someone who deserved it. No,
someone
not
who's
like,
in debt and is
not
going
like
to lose their house.
not just anyone. Not like little Timmy at Christmas who's going to have to feed his family. It's
Bob
like, "Go and
Scratchit."
starve to death. Like, you know what I mean? Like someone who deserved it.
Mm.
Just sit in front of him and go, just go on, fuck off.
That could easily link on to mine, but carry on.
All right, I was going to say,
No,
you're
go
going to
on.
give me at least a couple of minutes here and to get riffing. There's never any good reason to go to HR or when someone gets HR involved. Like, their job is just shit. Why would
don't
you
think
want to
I've
work in HR?
Aren't they supposed to be like problem solvers though?
Yeah, but they're not, though, are they? They're just...
I've never worked anywhere with a HR. There has been, but usually I just dealt with the boss in
I've never-
casinos.
I've never dealt with them outside of... Actually, no, I have dealt with them. And they were shit. And they just exacerbated problems. That's all they do. It's like these people, they're the rule setters. And they seem to get paid a shitload of money to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
I've only ever rang them to do with pay. It's like, this don't look right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you're
but
on
is
the
that HR?
emergency
That's the
tax code.
Payroll people.
Yeah, that's
they
payroll.
work in
people.
HR,
I
though,
suppose
don't
that's HR as well. But I'm talking about the ones that are like, you've got an issue. Let's go to HR.
I sort my issues out like a man.
Or run away and cry about
Yeah.
it.
Toxic.
People that work in HR, they're just...
I never had to deal with them.
Same here.
I've never had
Yeah,
a
but you've
complaint
never
with
worked-
staff or
We've never worked.
bosses.
No, you've never worked for like companies though, have you? Like you
I
have in
worked
the
for
past.
casino industry.
They
Yeah,
will
but-
have had HR, defo.
Yeah, but that's like early 2000s, isn't it? You start working for them.
Mid 2000s.
There you go. So it's like,
No, late 2000s as well.
well, you wouldn't like it now. Let's put it that way.
I know
You'd
I
hate it
wouldn't.
now. But it just, I mean, it's just this. It's like the nanny state, like just rolled
Condensed.
into your working environment only. You're not allowed to be yourself around people, and
Yeah.
it's just horrible. I hate.
There are some people
I hate
who
HR.
need HR though. So if they get into like a genuine dispute and it's like,
I've been in that situation.
Home response.
Home response. Doug Bishop. Home response.
what
I've
does
been
HR
in-
stand for?
Human
Human
resources.
resources. Yeah.
I've been in that situation though a lot of times, like literally, well, 3 times,
The
and they've
And he
never
wonders
helped
why.
me out. If
I know
anything.
the reason why
He
is
hasn't
because
got
you,
a job.
you keep annoying people
No,
at
it's
work.
not that. It's just
Anna, that's
they've
why.
Never. Fuck you. They've never helped me out of a situation when I've been in the right.
Because they don't want you there.
Those,
So
exactly.
I don't think they're there to help you though, are they? They're,
but they're
there
to-
to mediate.
Yeah,
but
the
they're always
resource.
going to mediate with
I
the
always
person
thought
who's
that-
got the most clout. That's why you need
But-
union representation.
I was in the union in Princess. They did fuck all.
That's why you need
I
the
know.
Irishman,
Most of them are a
So I
waste
need
of
the
time.
Irishman,
Jimmy
yeah.
Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa. Is it Jimmy Hoffa? Yeah. Well, I wasn't a trucker, so.
Keep on trucking.
But they don't help. They're not there to help the individual when they have, even like they're in the right. They're just there to
When
help.
was the last time you needed the HR?
I'm going to take the fifth on that one. I don't think I should talk about it, Ollie.
Why?
Because stuff.
What stuff?
Stuff.
All right.
I was in the right.
Touch
I didn't do anything wrong. But it's just, they seem to be like, they'll help you out, but what they're trying to do is make sure their company
they're looking
doesn't
for
get
policy
fucked.
breaking, aren't they,
Yeah.
as well? I've never needed them because I'm a good employee. I like licking.
Of the clay factory.
Well, even when I was at the Princess Trust, I was an exemplary employee, never did anything wrong.
And that leads perfectly to mine, which is fucking Jobsworth's.
Yeah, I hate a Jobsworth.
Jobsworth.
I like them.
Do my fucking head in. Honestly, they're everywhere as well.
I'm into them.
I remember working in the casino, right? And I was on dealing roulette, and I was chatting to this girl. We was just chatting. It was an easy game to deal. And then she was all right. And then the boss come round, who I knew, used to play golf with him and that. But I wasn't an arse licker.
Oh,
Yeah. And she didn't know that. And she was like, she started being all like, fucking, don't forget this, do this. And I was like, I turned around, I was like, what are you doing? I said to my mate, I was like, a minute ago, she was just chatting to me.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking arse licker. I can't stand them.
Yeah,
I got one where I work as well at the minute, the delivery bullshit.
What's he doing?
Delivering.
Yeah, I know, but how's his job's worth in it, though?
He thinks he's the master of delivery. And
Is he Postman Pat?
And he says things like on the chat WhatsApp group, you know, like, because we have to fucking it's not on a business level, professional level, not like, hey man, how's it going?
Yeah, well.
Right. He puts like things like, even I struggled today.
Even I did.
Even I didn't. It's like, mate, shut the fuck. And when he comes into work, I've said it right to him a few times, and he does that.
Like
Keep
a
it professional,
serious guy, isn't it?
And I'm like,
Does he turn up in a 3-piece suit with a...
he cleans his van every other morning at the where we meet, and that.
sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into Jobsworths, to be honest.
They drive me mad.
The worst one I ever came across was at Princess. And there was this bloke.
You worked with a princess?
At Princess Yachts.
Oh, right, yeah. Just
And he was
clarifying
just-
for the audience.
He was like on the same level as us. Do you know what I mean? We were just tradespeople, you know what I mean? Like, largely unskilled as well. But it was, he was just one of us. But he acted in a way that was like he was teaching us or he was above us.
Yeah.
And everyone was just like, he would like come over and go, yeah, good work on that one today, Doug. Well done. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
And then just walk off and you'd be like, who the fuck is he? Do you know what I mean? And he used to brown nose the boss like fuck.
Yeah,
Like
I know,
proper
yeah.
up his arse.
Plus, these people have no fucking.
No shame.
It's not Yeah, they don't
No
have that.
morality.
shame even.
But they don't have any fucking people skills because, like as you say, when they show you something, it's like
You're
they're showing you
underneath
and you
me.
don't know nothing.
Mm.
Do you know? And it's like,
I've
mate,
had
you're not
loads
talking
of
to
that.
a fucking 10-year-old, you cunt.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
The worst one I had was when I left the plumbing and I went to work at the Princess Trust on the first contract. I was doing it as like it's called like an ambassador thing. It was like something to give to people who have been through the courses or whatever and give them a job. So I got a job, but my boss, my line manager, was like this like 19-year-old lad who was just like thick as pig shit in it. He was like the typical like Princess Trust clientele.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. I'd gone on the business course and ended up just getting sorted out when I had to leave the business. And he had to sit down and do like line management with me and all that. And I'd sit there and he'd just be talking to me and I'd just be like, mate, you have no idea that you're an idiot, innit? And he'd be so serious about it and he'd be like grading me on my performance and everything. And I'd just be like, mate, like, give it a rest, innit? I ended up getting a fucking, like a promotion within 6 months and I was above him in the thing. I was just like, I hate all that shit. Though.
Yeah.
Like the pecking order and everything and the way people take it seriously. You're like, have you ever been in the ones where you're like, you've got a mate and they get like promoted and then they just turn into a proper dickhead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking hell, mate. Like, you was taking the piss a week ago and now you're all like serious about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
See you
It's
later,
rife.
Herman.
See you later.
See you later, Herman.
It was rife in the casino industry.
Yeah, but it strikes me as that kind of industry.
The other good one was the cinema. Like the people in there, it was in like this dead end cinema in Stockport. You know, like one of the complexes where they open and it's just like it's modern at the time, and then time just overtakes it and it becomes really run down, and no one used to go to it. There was people in there that had been there for like 10 years, and it was just dead weird, And like I remember there's this attitude from this like one little sector of them. It's just like and it'd be like the newbies are there. And it'd be like, you'd refer to you as like the newbies or whatever, and it'd be like, you can rip tickets, but you can't come on the tills. It's like, what are you talking about? You can't work the kiosk. It's so hard working the kiosk. You're not ready for it. And I just jumped on one day and started using the till. It's just a fucking computer with like instructions on it. And she was like, oh my God, you're actually really good at that. It's like, what are you fucking talking about? I'm scooping popcorn into a bin. And fucking pressing a button. Fucking idiots.
Should we vote?
Yeah. So who have we got? It's HR, letting agents, and brown nosy
Jobsworths.
Jobsworths.
I'm going for mine.
I thought you would.
That was a good one.
I think HR. I just don't like HR.
So I've got to settle it,
Yeah.
HR.
Yeah.
Because you've got a bit of beef.
I'm going with Jobsworths.
Well, I knew you would.
Because there's just nothing worse.
I know.
There
is
nothing
nothing
worse,
worse,
than being sat with someone who's just like fucking give it a rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is annoying, isn't it?
You know what? You're going to spend your fucking pittance on when you pay packet. You know what I mean? It's
Can you stop shaking your leg? You're
go and get
banging
some
my
fucking
microphone into my
Panini
face.
sticker books.
The worst, well, not the worst, but just as bad as that, is people that aren't very good at their job, but they've been there for ages, and they think they're good.
Yeah, because they're Jobsworths, and that's why they still got the job.
I suppose.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose it is another
There's an element
echelon of
that.
Jobsworth, but it's like they're really shit, but they're like.
But they're still there because they're reliable and they're there every day, and they'll fucking do all the shit.
Yeah, and they'll
Do you know
go,
what I mean?
okay,
Yeah,
I'll
the
do
whipping
that.
boys,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
It's in the same thing, yeah. So
That's all I've got to
I
say
can
about
hold a
that.
job down now.
I can hold a job down. I've been freelancing. It's different.
Yeah, freelancing. Job centre.
Just go and get your Hoover.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with a bit of hard graft, pal. Let me tell you that. Nothing wrong with fucking cleaning the toilet to pay your tax bill. That's it.
That's it. That's the first.
That's
podcast
the first podcast of the decade.
2020.
yeah, thanks for listening.
We're still going to be here in 10 years' time.
I don't know.
How old will I be in 10 years'
I
time?
don't know. How old are you now? I don't even know, to be honest.
I
38.
think I'm 36.
36. You'll be 46 then in 10 years.
That's
Fucking hell,
quite
I'll be
old.
53.
I'll be 40, going on 41.
We'll be at roughly the same age.
What will life look like at the end of the decade? What will life look like?
More computerized, and
I reckon you'll be married off.
I reckon you will.
I'm engaged.
There you
Married
go.
off.
Won that
Engaged
one.
to be married.
Still working freelance.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if we can still be at the decade. What's going on music-wise, anyway?
We'll be back on it from
back on it.
Wednesday.
And we're also gearing up to shoot another music video,
Yeah.
which
Although
will be happening
Cox has
soon.
come up with some idea, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is it gritty enough?
Yeah.
I quite like the idea.
Do you?
I do. I think you could grit it up.
There you go. It's just
It's
you
got a lot of
being,
effort, though.
you being your patent.
No, I'm just a bit bothered about the
negligent
effort.
What do you
It's
mean
a hell of a
effort?
lot of effort.
This is a lot of effort in this. It's going to take me a lot of effort. It's actually distracting me from finding work.
Maybe you should get a job making music videos.
I'd love to.
Why don't you get a job in the media industry?
I'd love to.
Why don't you work in TV?
It's long been an ambition of mine. For
What's
the
Matt
last
all right up to?
5 minutes. I don't know. I wish I'd got his details. Actually, I could have given him a shout, couldn't I?
Matt all right.
I could have got his details.
He's broken another policy. Yeah, more music.
Can you stop shaking your leg,
I'm
man?
not
Music
gonna help
video.
it.
What's
Back
that?
out there, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the music videos. Well, we're going to do the music video soon, and
We got some new tunes as well.
new tunes and
Well,
your
don't wait
thing.
until the new music video is done. When this podcast is finished, which it will be in about 30 seconds, go and watch our latest live video, Bitter Ends. It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, and it's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's on
Fucking
this
decent.
channel where you can look at it
Yeah,
if you
have a
click
look.
on the channel if
Don't
you
be
haven't seen
miserable.
it already.
But until then, that's it, innit?
I think that's it.
We'll see you next week.
It is. You
Next
can turn that
week.
red button down when we go off. So
Oh,
the
can
red
I?
fader.
Yes, I can.
Send in your questions for next week. We're
Questions.
back rolling weekly. Nice one.
Nice one.
See
Cheers.
everyone.
In a
Nice
bit.
one. Turn the red fader down.
Red fader. You've been listening to Through the Trapdoor podcast with the Malthusian Trap. Now go find us on social media. Join the mailing list at malthusiantrap.co.uk and don't forget to tell your mum.